Wow.
All right, what do we got?
You've managed to do it somehow.
Yeah.
FlyQuest versus Cinar. What is legendary 5-roll challenger Giga God think?
Let's get into the games.
I will not back down. If you hit me, I'll
C9 coming off a loss, where honest to God, their team synchronization was trash. But we listened to their voice comms of the week before, and it's not a comms issue. FlyQuest looks sloppy. They get momentum, they get leads, and then it's cooked. But FlyQuest does lane swap. And lane swapping apparently is broken. I think it's a 2-1 either way.
Welcome back to the LCS and the last day of the regular season. It's a battle for the bye as FlyQuest and C9, two teams that have only lost to #1 Team Liquid, face off for the right to claim that coveted second place spot. I'm Captain Flowers.
Fuck! I don't want to be wrong. I literally have 100%.
Y'all know him as a coach. I've known him as a co-caster. And
I
he's back on the
literally have 100% win rate.
Please make some noise for Spawn from Team Liquid.
He's not that special.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, this guy? Uh-oh.
Intro like that. You've actually made me blush, Flowers.
This is the first time we've cast together in like 6 years, I think.
I think the last time we cast together as a trio, TL beat IG.
Bro, I say...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good job, boys.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was badass.
I said all of 3 words because I was the LPL representative at the time. But very happy that TL won.
I say...
in this one, we are going to have you in the critical coach position here. For
Dude,
casting.
I think overall,
you can lay it on
C9 is
FlyQuest,
better,
you
but
know,
I
either
don't know
coaching
why.
staff. They
I'm
were
just
kinda
getting like a
tight-lipped
5.
in your
They're
interview
coming
that
off
you
a
did with
loss.
them. They didn't want to give away too much, did they?
Liquid.
Yeah, they really were. All they wanted to talk about is the fact that
I
they both
say
smacked me
FlyQuest
in
2-1.
scrimmage. It was very entertaining. Straight
I'm putting my permanent
really
win rate on the line.
Early here for Cloud9.
Yeah, the Lilia early.
FlyQuest 2-1. C9 ins the split third. There, I said it. Oh my god.
Ezreal and Kalista banned out by C9. The first pick,
Fuck.
Ash for FlyQuest, is the highest presence pick and ban champion in the LCS throughout
Fuck.
the regular season so far.
Yeah, but Cloud9 last week tried to challenge us tank versus tank matchup. This week it seems that they're happy to go carry versus carry.
All right, we got
That means
Ash
pretty much
Leona.
touched
Not
upon
bad.
Italy, which is very oppressive. So
Corky, again, I'm so sick of this champ.
And this is a huge discussion in the community, especially because Inspired has been kind of controversial. But
I hate it,
getting
bro.
this
I
label of
hate this
CEO
quirky
of
shit.
full clear, do you feel like that is a reason
It makes
why
the
they wanna
enemy
put
mid pick
Blabber in
boring
this
as well.
position
I
to
like
cover the
Quad
Lilia
God
really early on because
AD
they
mids though.
expect Inspired to
Quad
do
plays
this sort of
so
strategy where,
aggressive.
free for the enemy jungler.
I like
what
it.
we've
So,
seen
if
is
he
in
goes
black
Lucian mid here, I
regions
love it.
Like the LPL, that Lilia
I
has
love it.
become
I think
very
Lucian mid's
much
so
the
good
queen
against
of
other
the jungle.
ADs.
So I think that it's something that the LCS also likes to fight at the moment. So take the better skirmish jungler here. What's more interesting to me is the fact that FlyQuest hasn't responded with a jungle pick of their own. They're happy to take stronger lanes. And make
Also,
sure
the
that
early rotation
maybe
Leona,
Inspired
what does
can
that
get
mean?
on
We're
one
gonna
of
get a
those
Braum?
more clear heavy junglers.
So is Braum gonna
It
get
kind of
banned?
makes sense. You've got the Ash to try to track the Lilia a little bit better. If
Yep,
Blabber
nope,
does
got
try to
Braum
go
right
aggro.
here. Okay,
And
that's
meanwhile,
expected.
they seem to be thinking the same thing you guys
Alright,
were.
so
You gotta
who's
be
up?
ready for those
80 for
Cloud9
C9?
lane dominant type of
Zerker
picks,
plays
ready to
what?
answer those.
The
Everything?
thing to me that really stands out is
Ezreal's
Quad
up.
on
No,
Lucian.
Ezreal's
He has
banned.
been really exceptional just
Zeri's
as an
up.
individual player in the last couple of weeks here, really melding with FlyQuest. But when you
See,
slam
is
a
FlyQuest
Lucian into
banned
Corki,
Zeri?
you also want a jungle that's really going to help this Lucian play aggressive in lane. That
Oh,
that
Kaisa,
Lucian
true,
should
true,
get
true.
early
I think
push
Kaisa
on
would be good at
Corki,
that comp, it's
should
mixed
go
damage.
for lots of harassing trades.
Yeah, yes and no, but at the same time, you're not really.
I think it is ban
expecting
ADs
Lilia
here.
to impact the Corki's
Fuck
lane
it, ban
matchup all
Zeri,
that
ban
much.
Kaisa.
More of a fight around the grubs, fight around dragon.
MF,
kind of
okay,
thing.
it's
So I
fair.
think that they would be very happy right now, just thinking this is going to be.
I think
a
Kaisa's
1-1
not so
matchup.
good against-
And what I will say is, whilst JoJo and
Yeah,
ADA
no, she's a
have
little bit low
that
range.
X factor about themselves as players, I do think Quad just fundamentally is actually one of the
Whippo,
strongest players right now
whippo.
in the league. He makes very few mistakes.
FlyQuest still has jungle.
Well, JoJo definitely has made some mistakes, but look
You
pretty
still
good
change your
himself.
mind to
Nice-
C9? No, bro.
Nice sign. That is the
FlyQuest
widest
2-1.
sign that we have ever had
So
in the
stupid.
LCS. They filled up the entire back row
That's
with
dedication.
wide Whippo. And we're looking at some wide Bwipo picks pretty shortly here as they banned out his Scion and their safety banning the Camille. So that means he could go something safe like a Cassante. Camille has always been really good into that.
Yeah, I feel like we almost never see the Scion ban, but they're
Bro,
paying
I'm
respect over to
getting
Bwipo
so
on
much
that one.
better at these
Misfortune
draft
and Camille
predictions.
banned
It's
out
actually
by
so
FlyQuest.
easy
The
because they
brand
literally
also
pick the
removed
same
here
shit.
by C9 as their first pick of the second half will be the Zeri.
Yeah, and when you have Berserker on your team,
All right,
Zeri
Renekton's
becomes a very
banned.
powerful
They
pick.
banned it.
However, we did see in the LEC today that the Zeri was being
I think
used
Bwipo
as a
can just
flex
go like
pick
anything he
into
wants
top,
here. What are they
into bottom lane,
expecting, though?
And both teams have kind of made Cassante very strong. And I know firsthand that
He's not
Cassante versus
going
Zeri is not a fun matchup. So I'm very interested to see what FlyQuest do here and whether this can remain a flex for Cloud9 or whether they're just going to give it back to
Cassante.
Berserker.
Yeah, so far this is kind of my expected response from FlyQuest. Now is the question, is Thanatos a Merwin enjoyer?
Nard? Does this guy play Nard?
Let's see if they bring it all the way up.
Oh my god! Dude, I'm actually looking at that. I literally picked the entire draft. I'm a freak. I'm already a pro. Challenger. Peep the OP.GG.
Inspired on this Taliyah though. I feel like it is such a fun
guys.
playmaking,
Just in case anybody's new here, you're watching a Challenger co-streamer ranked 241.
A lot of CC on the
guys,
FlyQuest bottom lane as well.
So I know what I'm talking about.
With Masu and Busio, so we'll see if they can get anything done here as far as the setup.
All right, Coach, I'm putting you in the hot seat. Which one of these drafts would you prefer if it was your job to say, hey, I'm claiming one of these, we got to take one of these under the Rift?
I mean, if it's my team, I'm giving Impact Cassante because that's what I always do.
Okay.
However, I will say that
When they pick
Cloud9
Gearin,
has drafted towards their strengths.
I guess.
I would expect Cloud9 to
Not
feel
a part of
very
the
comfortable
GGG
going into
movement.
Berserker on Zeri, Jojo on Corki. Those are some confident carries here for FlyQuest. Super excited for this one. You guys were able to defeat both of these teams. What's your prediction, Spawn?
I went with FlyQuest before the games. In seeing the draft, I do think this one is going to be the one that Cloud9 picks up. I think that just firepower in every role, plus a very quick clearing jungler. My experience with Cloud9
FlyQuest wins this one.
Very hard to beat.
All right, we'll see if FlyQuest can answer the challenge. We heard y'all on the desk talking about needing to stop that Cloud9 war machine.
All right, here we go.
Slow him down, keep him off of the grubs, keep him off of running every single lane.
Dude,
So my
Lilias
eyes are gonna
always
be on
fall
these
behind,
junglers,
but they
especially in
always
game
come back.
one, the Lilia versus the Taliyah. Kobe talking
Always.
about Inspired being the CEO of
So,
the
I don't know, we'll
Full
see if
Clear.
they do
How
any
much will
lane
he be able to get
swaps
done
early.
in the face of Cloud9
Bwipo kind of
early
for
game?
it because
It's
he went
time to
Cassante.
find out. We're on to the Rift for game one of C9 versus
Here we
Fly.
go, boys.
And as we load onto the Rift, I want to just highlight how crucial this bottom lane is going to be. Because I think FlyQuest's one area of strength is going to be this Ashe Leona lane.
I can hear the
It could
fans
be
in the background. You're
uncontested
distracting
in
me.
how
Shut up.
strong it is early game. I'm just not sure FlyQuest fans would want all of the early game pressure.
I can't focus. The fans yelling.
To
My God, there's
flow
probably
open against
millions
the
of them in that arena.
So much playmaking.
Players
there,
probably
so
can't
much
focus.
setup for a Taliyah to visit and get a seismic shove as well back.
They're gonna swab.
I investigated this title of CEO of Full Clear for
There they
Inspired
go.
because
Okay,
I've
so
always
this is
thought
why,
of
like,
Blabber as being one of
you
our
can get
most
away with this
efficient
shit with
junglers
Team Liquid. Let's
as
see.
far as the LCS goes. And in fact, he is only one
Play your
camp,
game.
behind on
I think the lane
average
swaps win so
to
much because
Inspired as
you're
far
playing
as
with the game that you
total
want to
Full
play.
Clear
The
numbers
Swapper's
do
game.
go. Oh dang, that was can we go back?
He's not
to
gonna
that
start
first one
W.
and
Oh, he
explain those numbers
misses.
First, real quick. That was a little quick on the swap. There we go. Okay, so while they do both have #1 and #2
suits.
in Full Clear potential,
Green
notice
screen
that
on him.
Blabber actually has a lot more aggressive stats in his CS difference. So more counter jungling from him and slightly more K+A as well. So it does kind of feed into the story of Inspired, really good at power clearing, but doesn't put as much pressure on the enemies. We'll catch up on the current game state here, though, since
Full Clear.
Thanatos has been creeping, and there's a ward right there.
He's
so
not
far,
dying.
Yeah, and it's going to be another lane swap coming out against Cloud9, so it looks
This
like
is
other
for
teams in the
second
LCS
seed.
thinking this can be a
Second
way to
seed
shut them
gets
down.
a bye.
Thanatos going to cross into
So they
the
don't gotta
bottom
play
lane,
next
also
week.
Not trying to get any experience against the Ashe and Leona. That makes sense to me.
Like
now
quad
the
solution.
choice becomes up to FlyQuest. How do they want to do this? Do they want to swap this Leona back into the bottom lane and try and get Bwipo some experience? Or are they going to just be happy to
Nope,
trade
just
each
roaming.
side of the map?
Yeah, looks like Thanatos
Shit's
is
so
gonna
dumb.
make his way down
Dude,
here
I
right
don't
now.
disagree.
Unfortunately, the life of the top laner in the lane swap, you
Nope,
just sort
disagree.
of decide how you want to lollygag, where you want to sort of past the time. Let's see what we've
Shut
got
up,
from
Cloud9.
Blabber, though. Just continuing to clear through the jungle so far. As this
Yo,
wave is
to the
starting
intern
get
on
primed
Cloud9's
up pretty
account,
far.
you're not
Busio will
using that
show
much,
up
bro,
to make
okay?
sure
You're
that
overworking.
Bwipo is not going to get forced away
Relax.
from this.
All right. They're going to try, soak up as much experience for Bwipo as they can, and Thanatos
Right, now
is
he's
out.
taking
He'll
top,
do the
got a
same
little
on the
XP.
other side since they've revealed Busio is here. No threat of the big dive on the other side, so happy to soak as well.
Yeah, and now jungle is both on the
Much
correct
better for
side.
him, is it
Obviously,
not?
there's Rift to help with the turret dive if they want
Wait,
to
this
go
is- wait,
for
Nars
it.
chilling.
+1 in both
Getting
areas.
all that
Ability is
solo
gonna be
XP,
down bottom
Bwipo's
for
sharing.
32. In saying that, I don't think
I guess
Ninja
Ash got
viable
that.
Leona
It is
versus
weird
Santos.
because you're putting,
Meanwhile,
like,
top side,
it's
Nars is
so
going to
like
grab the
hard
free
to
hit easily
calculate
and start
who actually
building
gets
that
ahead in
Minerva
these
for
because
bounce back,
different,
but
like,
also
so
probably
Ash
pretty
is ahead
like
of
a
Ziri
standard
in
boring
XP
lane
wise, but
Just another day,
Nard is
somewhere
ahead of
in
Bwipo. It's like
somewhere
so
out there
weird.
in
Somebody's
Iran. Loving.
Whoever created
sharing
this
XP.
lane swap meta in NA, very disappointed in them.
It's not necessarily about the
Very,
goal.
very
It's about the
disappointed in them.
XP.
You would have done such a thing.
You, not 6 minutes ago, we're talking about how much action we can create with lane swaps. Are you disappointed in these two teams with the non-action lane swaps?
I mean, they
where we
got a
had
lot of the line.
the
This is
supports
actually
go to
really
defend?
cool. Masu's going to go for a base. They're holding the freeze, hoping that Vulcan and Berserker feel pressure to crash this lane. They don't.
So now
because
the wave's
otherwise they
slow
could have
pushing
been a
top
switch.
lane. So
There's
Bwipo
not
can
gonna be one,
TP
but there
top,
could have been.
so
There
he
was
gets
potential there.
that solo
Almost
XP. That's
put
actually so
action
hard
in
to
our
kill.
lane swap. We got to be careful to avoid that.
And I do like the little wards that they had. They just had the ward inside lane down here that wasn't actually taken out by the control ward. Exactly. Thank you, observers. It was right there, and it was outside the vision of the control ward.
Well,
Always nice to have that extra little bit of info. As far as
you,
the
JoJo,
farming does
doing
go here,
tabs
towards mid lane,
first. You guys
though,
are so
it
nasty.
has actually been quite good for JoJo.
Yeah.
Starting out, and there is the answer teleport coming from Quad. The
Hey,
further
no, he doesn't
investigation
have to
of the
keep
junglers,
the
by the way.
wall.
I did
He
not
has
stop at
advantage.
full
It's not.
clears.
That doesn't mean.
Jungle proximity is always really fun, and it's always really interesting in talking about where they go. Look at this. Now let me remind you.
Ew, inspired.
This is an
Do
18
something.
league.
What the?
Dude
We've
is
got, a
9th
ninth,
of 8.
we've got a 9th place jungle mid proximity in an 8-team league. That is how little he goes mid and has played around mid.
Damn, he hates Quad?
That's because of Tomio, by the way, who was in the league, and so he's even got less mid jungle proximity than.
Damn!
And that's what I
Bro,
was
is
saying
it
on the desk.
mid lane's supposed to be
before that
like
Quad
at,
does
like
inspire its job
mid
in the
jungle
early
duo
game,
is like
whereas
supposed to be
it
one of the
is
best.
A lot of C9 going through this mid lane with Blabber, with
Oh
Vulcan
shit,
stacking.
dude! I like how Quad plays. Oh! Let's go, baby!
Slinger gets hit.
You ain't shit, JoJo!
Blood in the series.
Don't need no jungler. He'll do it himself.
Bro, I told you, Quad perma plays aggressive.
My goodness, Flash is now
No
also
fear. This guy
crazy
actually has
lane,
no
so
fear
you
of
definitely
anybody.
expect some
Even against like Caps and EU, no fear.
Quad is actually just such a solid player here. He knows how the matchup should go. JoJo's on his side of the lane, dashes forward over the Q, so he's going to win the damage trade here. And then JoJo just turns around and tries to extend the trade.
It's
Quad gets
clean,
the second round
man.
of spell up, able to take him out.
Exact threshold too.
Yeah, that is really disrespectful from JoJo there. Not paying attention for the.
You're pissed about that, aren't you?
cooldowns for Lucian.
What'd you get
Able
for
to go
picking
back
14?
in second round. Flash for Flash takes him down.
Played with these pros in solo
And
queue.
this
We
is
just played with
maybe one of
Squad
the reasons
actually.
why
With
He was
Ziri
actually
mid.
very complimentary of Quad.
Yeah.
He had a lead. He
You
kind
can
of
see
threw, to
right
be
there
honest.
The quote on your screen. When I verse Quad, I can feel like his movement and his laning, and I'm sure JoJo felt that last
He
one. The
definitely
solo
felt that
kill
one.
is not one that you're just walking away
Told ya.
from, but it looks like we will get a first Drake uncontested here for C9.
And I would say first key success, however, achieved for FlyQuest because they've been able to pick up the first 3 grubs.
So
Like I said,
upset.
they're
I
playing
mean,
against
dude,
Cloud9
I
when
feel
they
like
have
getting
grubs and they
1v1,
can pull that
especially like
full
first
press on
blood,
you,
is like
is
as a
very,
pro
very
is so
obnoxious.
embarrassing.
However, taking that away now, denying
Like-
some more farm away from this Gnar.
Like a solo
What
kill.
an
It had to be
unmarked
so
champion in the game. It's
embarrassing.
Kasante versus Gnar with 0 resources. Kasante's going to win.
Because there's not like
every
shit you
single
can do.
time.
You can't
So
blame
credit
anybody.
FlyQuest
Like
on their game plan
he's
right
just
now.
better.
Even though I didn't think their draft was going to be meant for a lane swap, they have done a very good job of it.
And they also, sometimes you play to the players. Bwipo has been really outspoken about thinking that Thanatos is not
No.
very good at those.
Anybody got any
lane
help?
swaps
Need
or
TP
playing with
bot
the
for
team.
this? No.
Bwipo himself is going to be the one escaping here from under tower as Blabber puts him to sleep.
I wake
and
up.
doesn't wanna
Wait,
let
no.
him out.
Yeah, he woke up really
Bwipo's
early.
just going to walk this one
Doesn't
off.
have to
There was
flash.
not nearly enough damage just
Literally
from
a first
Blabber
bolt
on
for
the
free.
Lilia there.
Not
You
bad.
can see all he has is the faded ashes. So
Light his whole block up, Quad.
That one off as Quad puts a lot of bullets
Ooh,
into
I think he
JoJo here
dies if he
again.
stays here.
Arrows coming. I see it on the mini map, but
Ash
does
misses
not
ult.
hit
Leah
JoJo.
is. Oh, she has a
That would've
flash.
hit. That would have been a 0.
You're inspired!
And I honestly
Look
think
mid
that
for once,
FlyQuest is a
douchebag!
massive win
Go
here.
fit.
so much
We
of
don't
Lilia's
go
game
for that-
is based around her ultimate to be able to live the first ultimate.
Wait, how? We don't dive mid?
And now you can see.
Wait, holy f***, he actually hates quad.
Inspired took the full topside jungle as well.
What the f***?
This is looking like
He has no flash, no W. We don't dive mid with Talia ult? Talia has full comp. Wait, what are we doing?
Braum was closer and could have followed up.
Very, very close race on that first turret kill. It was FlyQuest by a fraction of a second getting the first turret.
Stats don't lie,
They're
bro.
in the top lane, while Cloud9 took the tier 1 in the bottom side.
Whatever.
So
We got first
the lane
turret.
swaps have mostly run their course now, I would have to think. We've got the turrets down on the sides.
Yes and no, Flowers, because I don't know whether you really want to fight this Cloud9 squad at the moment, although Lilia ult is down, so you might. However, I would not be surprised to see this Ashe just go.
Wonder, Nar's almost level 7. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's up a full level.
One started up by C9 to try and stop that from happening.
Yeah, next Ashe arrow cooldown, try and look for another pick here.
Well, I think
Cloud9,
maybe
of
they were
course,
playing
with
around
Corki
Ashar, and when
Zeri
Ashar
do
missed, they're
have,
like, whatever.
you know,
I think
quite
it's
good
still Cleo.
opportunities later on into the game, so we'll see.
Braum was
how
far.
much money
He was
they
like
can actually
middle of
get on
river.
them as they pull their swap now with JoJo being up on top side.
Really dangerous phase of the game for JoJo. He's just gone onto the weak side of the map. We know that there's vision all in the top side of C9's jungle, and he doesn't have flash available. So wouldn't be surprised if he slow pushes this wave and maybe even pulls Vulcan into his lane to get him to be able to crash.
Probably saying,
Yeah,
don't be
we're
the reason we
looking at
lose.
the
Don't be the
minimap
reason we
right
lose.
now
Don't be the
of
reason we
Vulcan
lose.
trying to retake that vision. Every time you have the lane swap with those towers going down opposite
Look at this,
side.
he can't get the wave in. He's just losing CS right now. It's only the little things in League of Legends, but JoJo would be very uncomfortable on this side of the map because I don't know
That
whether
means
they
Flash
know
is
where
still
Inspired
down.
is.
Honestly, too.
I mean,
with
surely
Vulcan having a level 6 right now,
like the
or
team.
that
I
gets
bet
a
teams
little
have
bit
like
more defensible.
what are they
He's trying
called?
to hover
Statisticians. I
around
don't know what they're
behind
called.
him.
Look
They're
at look at the
scared of the
stats.
Leona ult that could
And they
come
could have
through.
statistically looked at
JoJo, I
314.
guarantee he's got his finger on the
Inspired
Valkyrie
never
right now,
comes to quad.
just waiting
So the
to
likelihood
see
that he's
if there's
top
any
side
sort
right
of
now
surprise.
is so
Everybody's
little
coming up.
based
Everyone
on
is drawn to
statistics.
this top side of the map to try
That he
and
can
crash
push out
this
the wave.
wave. You can even see that Thanatos, who had a lot of pressure on that bottom side, look at Bwipo's condition, has had to recall. They want these grubs very badly.
Here we go. 30 seconds on the grubs coming up. Bwipo does not have teleport, so FlyQuest, keep your eyes on Bwipo. What are
you talking about?
He starts to walk.
You don't know ball.
Yeah.
Then they actually want to fight it. He's recalling now, so could go for the reset, buy some items fresh, and then
You don't
walk
know
his way
ball,
up here.
bro.
This could be an exciting one, Flowers.
Yeah, we've had a very quiet early game
What's
overall.
this?
The first 10 minutes, only
I
the
don't think
single
Inspired has done a
solo
single
kill
point of
in
damage on
mid lane.
anybody. Wait,
10
wait, I
seconds
literally
into
think
the second
Inspired
pod
0
of
damage,
grubs
by the way.
Spawns. Remember that FlyQuest got all 3 of that first rotation. C9, all 5 players ready to stand and try to contest for this. The battle for vision is how we're going to start things off with the first grub taking a little bit of damage.
No, not a
FlyQuest only
single
needs to
game,
secure
but
one of these if they
not
want to
even
be
a
able to
single Q has hit
spawn
another
the
champion, I'm
lesser
pretty
number
sure.
of the Void Mites. But right now they've got total control over the entire set. Cloud9 looks like they're just going to take the opportunity to try to crash the wave into the tier 1 turret mid instead as
Well, they
all
gave.
6 grubs go to FlyQuest.
This
All right.
control right there
6
does so
grubs,
much
Lucian.
work. It allows Busio and Bwipo to just push them
And he
all
has
the
a
way
lead.
off the grubs.
He
They
bullies.
get their grubs. And yeah,
JoJo.
Cloud9 try and push on mid lane, but get almost nothing out of this.
And I want to talk about why Cloud9 didn't fight there, because it does look peculiar to be in the zone. But on the side lanes, FlyQuest were actually losing CS, and Cloud9 needed to catch. If you lose that team fight, and both of those
Nice.
creep
That
wave side
ward
lanes
clear
die to the
hurts.
turrets, your game is pretty much over just based on experience. So Cloud9 make the smart choice. They say, we need to catch our sides. Let's just deny a little bit of CS, go up a little bit of gold, a little bit of experience.
You watched
to
the
keep
LEC
over the
games
6
today?
gold.
Nah, I watched the.
See how powerful.
I didn't
that
watch
buff
the first
ends
one, but
up
I saw that they
being
were
here.
G2 was up
Because
1-0.
FlyQuest definitely
They
have
lost.
a
They're-
lot of map control with Ashe arrows and Talia wall.
Yeah.
A lot of pick potential here on the side of FlyQuest.
Looking at items coming through at the moment, Quad has picked up.
Ashe has
the
no
early
mana,
Lord
don't have to
King.
give
This
this.
is the area that Corki starts to really struggle. He's pretty much full tank Corki
First
right
two
now.
dragons,
He's got the Phage, he's got
free.
himself boots too. But in the 1v1, he does
I'm gonna
not
put a
go
rack
anywhere
down
near
on the
Lucian at
Dig
moment.
versus IMT game. Who
Second
should I bet
Drake
on?
has spawned. Remember that Cloud9
Grand?
secured that first one. And they've got total control over the bottom side river.
I
here
mean,
for number
those
2.
two
Looks like
teams
FlyQuest
are
have
fighting
no
for nothing.
interest in contesting this
Immortal's
one
probably gonna
either.
pick 4
so
fun
that's gonna be one
champs.
area of the game where C9 does have themselves a nice little lead. The
they're in
thing
last
that I'm
place.
curious to see, Spawn, you
They're
talked
actually
about the
terrible,
efficacy
but I
of
think that's why it's like
C9
hard to bet on.
using 6
Because they're
grubs
actually gonna
to
like
pressure the
play
enemy
with
turrets to
zero
take over the rift. I want to see
care.
how well
And they're probably gonna pick
FlyQuest
champions
can
that they
use these
know
6
how to
grubs
play,
like they've
actually. So
earned
I don't know,
to
it's a
put that
hard
pressure
one.
the other way.
Yeah, but unfortunately, just not all things are created equal, because the Lucian will have some pressure, but as you can see, C9
No, I
is very
didn't,
happy
Donnie.
to play towards JoJo's side of the matchup.
I think
Sante's
maybe
never
Lake
hitting a
Cup's not
turret
bad, though.
versus Nah. You're never hitting mid-turret against Static Shiv, Zeri, so I just don't think the grubs are as useful.
I like what they are trying
You
to
do a
do
single
here,
point of
but they
damage
are
still?
gonna get
Nope,
chased
still
out
0
of the
damage.
jungle. The idea there for FlyQuest,
We're at
use
12
Quad's
minutes and
advantage
40
and
seconds,
push it
and
on
Inspired
top
is
side to
0
invade that
damage
jungle,
dealt to enemy champions.
Take away a little bit, and now he's going to swap to the bottom
Double
side so they can
TP
rush
bot,
down some
get
turn
played.
plate money here.
So
Or
this is
one-
the difference, though. C9 too aggressive in the top side on that retake, willing to use flashes, and Quad already got his wave out. Now he just teleports bot. This is when the grubs are going to be hugely
I told you,
impactful in the game.
Lucia was
There we
grubs.
go. That's what I wanted to see. Some
this is
value
massive.
from the early
It's a good
grub
macro.
priority of FlyQuest, and you've already seen 2 plates get knocked off of this tier 1 turret in the bottom lane as Cloud9 going to send a little bit of manpower down that direction now as the wave crashes into the tier 1 turret for FlyQuest.
They're going straight for Quad right now. This game has been all about Quad so far. Him getting the solo kill onto JoJo, him getting the first item power spike, pushing out these side waves, getting these little advantages for FlyQuest. Looks like FlyQuest actually are going to drop some minions on top tower that Thanatos was just able to push in. Whipple's a little bit slow in getting there.
Excuse somebody,
and that's
man.
one area that Cloud9 do have an advantage is Thanatos with the extra level here on the Gnar
Q somebody.
over Whippo.
I want to see this guy
We'll
do
see if that
some
ends up
damage.
being a really big thing. Thanatos is going for the Trinity Force build for the Gnar.
And I wonder, you know, when people say, if you could be a celebrity for a day, who would you want to be?
TYLER1.
I wonder if mid-lane LCS has ever asked yourself, if I could be JoJo Pyun for a day.
It's TYLER1. Stop the cap. TYLER1. Look at
I
me.
get looked after in laning phase. Vulcan
Come
comes
on.
and gives me
Be
a
serious.
award.
They didn't look after him well enough. He
You guys
died
wish
in
you were me.
1v1.
And I'm sure he will have a stern talking to the support members of C9 for letting that happen. But this guy, he is so well looked after, and it makes sense because he's on Corki. His pick can carry this game if they get him to that 2-3 item power spike.
Meanwhile, let me remind you.
What if he's going
looking
Cleaver
after that
second?
Quad gets is 9th jungle
Ooh, little ult to
proximity.
cancel.
In an
Teleport away
That's
from
tilting.
my pushing lane.
Exactly. In an 8-team league, like he really does exert a lot of pressure, especially in this game.
So much
see if
running
FlyQuest
around the map
finally
this
can
game.
Get their pick, though. That's the one thing that I've really been looking for to be the linchpin here with this composition.
This is
You
gonna be
got
fighting
Ashe,
for third
Leona,
dragon.
and Talia. Like that should
We're literally not gonna
definitely
do anything
be the
until 2
makings,
minutes.
Of a pick. They've done a good job getting some of these outer towers
There's no
down.
fight here. Gnar doesn't have Mega.
This hard
Oh
push.
shit, they're
Nicely
trying
done. They're
anyway.
gonna take
Gnar
out
has
the
no
tier
Mega.
1
There's
turret.
nothing here.
Blabber gets a nice sleep there, and Masu's got to be careful.
Unless
JoJo coming in from the side.
Whippo
And Whippo
dies for
drops.
free?
FlyQuest in full retreat as Inspired throws out the wall to buy them a little bit of extra time. FlyQuest might have got the objective, but they lose their top laner in trade as
I'm not really
C9
sure that's
responds.
worth.
But hashtag worth because they got the Herald at the same time, and the fact that they broke mid lane tier 1 without having to use Herald is a huge win right now for FlyQuest.
Yeah,
Again, you just
that's
get.
what I'm saying. I don't think
Whippo
that's
falling down.
worth
He's a
for,
tank. He's the one that's behind. Doesn't even use a flash.
Blabber to do
They've
that.
got a cleanse out.
They still
And
lose the
now
tower, they
Lillian
lose the
doesn't
rift,
have
and
flash
now he has
or
no
ult
flash
for
for
this,
Dragon Fight.
third Dragon Fight, which I feel like Cloud9 have to win to be able to win this game.
I said,
Hashtag worth. What happened
wow,
to the Jake
me and
that I
Spawn are on
know?
the same page.
That's the Spawn that I know. Oh man, memeing on it. Honestly, let's see about this play for Blabber. He has no flash.
Inspired.
Oh, damage!
Away from the bowling ball here as the immediate slam into the wall from Thanatos. Inspired, still trying to get himself away.
Well, there's no flash. Light him up, 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 light him up. Blabber no flash, no flash, no flash. Big Whippo! Oh! What did Quad do that for? Wait, that was actually looking so good they rushed it.
Matu approaching from the side, but it's a 2v4
Oh,
for
you fucking
FlyQuest.
idiots.
They put themselves
What did they just
into
do that?
the grinder. It's a 1-for-1 trade there, as at least they get
Oh?
something. Masu's
Masu?
trying to kite it, trying to fight it. Berserker shooting back, trying to find the
Oh, he has no
but it
vision
ain't
of the
gonna land. Masu still wants to be the hero
Rom
in
shield's
this
back
moment,
up,
but it's
yeah.
so damn hard. Another shield.
Kinda
for
cooking.
Masu. The
Did he do this?
Unbreakable might just do it.
Did barrier?
Masu solo on HP. Berserker's trying to take him down, fires off another zap, but that one's not going to hit either. Berserker and Cloud9 still chasing after the enemy AD carry. Masu's escape route will be
Nice
blocked.
try. That was a nice try.
Berserker
That was a
goes
world.
for killing spree and an extended bloodbath in top lane.
I don't know, that looked
Yeah,
good,
that
but they
one was
went way
not
too fast. So Inspired is his
worth
first
for
damage of the game at
FlyQuest.
15 minutes,
Really
whatever.
good
Gets one man
move
hard.
from
I think we
Cloud9.
gotta,
They all
if
go
we don't
top
get
side,
stunned there
teleport up here.
by Gnar.
And even with this,
Okay, the ult was
start
bad
to
as well.
it
Quad
actually
kinda
looked
oh
they were
my
gonna
God.
Get a good jump, but it's if you look at
Okay,
the bot
Quattro.
lane's movement up the river, the early arrival of the Cloud9 duo there just changes the whole story. And then by the time that Masu and Busio do get there, they're valiantly fighting, but too much has already been
Hooks
lost.
here,
Yeah,
by the
that's
way.
what I was going to say. It's actually very hard to dive into this C9 comp. And I think that Whippo and Quad just went a little bit too aggressive.
Well, the flash
Given
was
the fact
bad,
that
yeah,
the
but
bot
the
lane
spacing
going
was
to
trash
right
as well,
first.
and his ult
With
garbage.
that kill now means that this dragon fight probably cannot be contested.
They were in
Cloud9
such a
probably
good
got it down to
spot.
about 2,000 HP. JoJo clearly in the heat of the moment, he can't spell a damn word, but it's the heart that counts.
Wait, where is
And
this
JoJo's
Pirates
talking
Rift?
his split.
Also, remember, in the immortal words of Huhi, sometimes Berserker will get a random triple and then you just lose the game to Cloud9.
True, bro. I'm busy.
Berserker getting money is
Play it
not
after.
a good thing for FlyQuest. 3 kills on this Zeri, 2-item power spike for him.
I picked
Yeah, he's
FlyQuest
definitely
to
really
win
strong
2-1.
right now, and I think that actually what JoJo was talking about is the fact
Oh,
that
he didn't pick
Inspire
it
doesn't
up?
have a Rift Herald. So he
Oh, because they were
could have a
fighting
Rift
mid and
Herald,
he
but
ulted.
doesn't have a
Oh my
Rift Herald.
god.
So I'm confused where his Rift Herald is as well.
Yeah,
Is it just on the floor?
So
They were
it either
fighting,
burned a hole
so
in
he
his pocket,
forgot
or
to
it
pick
was
it up
left
and
on
he
the floor
ulted
and
mid.
never picked up in the first place.
Because I said the advantage of Whippo dying for that mid-tier
I don't
is
know,
that
there's
you
so
can
much
use it to
Inspire
push
shit
two
done better
bottom
this
turrets,
game.
But if you don't have the Herald, Kobe, you can't push the 2 bottom turrets.
Sometimes, you know, you kill the Herald and then you forget about the eyeball. on
Also,
the
I've been
ground.
seeing
Yeah,
so many
it's just,
merc treads in
You get all
Stulia.
caught up in the play, you get excited. A couple of things tend to slip past, but FlyQuest was feeling really good about
Dude, they
the
were
early
so
game
good
for a
before
really long
that.
time, but then finally, after a very, very quiet game in terms of kills for the first 15 minutes, C9 is now feeling way better. They are on Soul Point. They are up 1,000 gold.
And they're the ones with Corki plus Zeri.
Nah,
for
but
later.
thanks, I like
that
Stu
is
Pump.
the-
I'll read that
is
after.
the warmest, snuggliest blanket that you can have here. Berserker on a fed Zeri. Going through the mid game, having Dragon Soul Point, as you're saying, because they were the ones getting the bottom side objectives.
No worries.
When FlyQuest were getting those Void Grubs, Cloud9 stacking up the Dragons.
It's losers bracket? No, it's not
This
losers
definitely
bracket.
seems to be
Whoever
like
wins
they
this
will have
series
the
is
ability to draw FlyQuest to them.
2
which is
seed in
very,
an A,
very bad for FlyQuest.
and they don't
Not
have to play
very
next week
good
because
to
they get a
face
first round
check
bye.
A Braum team, not very good to face check a team with Meganar charged up either. So
He left it on the ground.
there's our investigation.
Because he ulted
I
mid.
didn't need that anyway, he says.
I
And what
inspired.
I
We,
think that
brother.
Kobe's exactly right, because
Brother,
again,
we've got to be
when
better.
Lucian was on his 1-item spike, he was the strongest member on the map. You needed to play around him, but you needed to win fights around Quad. And then
Right.
C9 took 2 fights, and they won both fights. So now you have to say the scaling is well and truly online. If this Corki gets Muramana, then it just becomes very difficult to even play the 1v1 in the side lane. I do think that Cloud9 have very much regained
I think
control
it's
of
an
this
ult
game.
gap.
Also, when
Depends on how much
FlyQuest
damage
find
she gets
themselves
from
having to
ult.
come face check around these Dragons, they're going to eat rocket after rocket after rocket. You get poked out, you don't have a lot of time, so
Bro, they're
they're
doing
going to have
so
to be very
good.
quick with their Leona Ultimate and Ash Arrow and just immediately full send go. But then you're full sending into a team with Braum, so
Wait, I
Braum
told
Lilia.
Kayla I wanted
Definitely
pizza
Very
rolls at
difficult
3
to send
p.m.
into that team, I will say.
Did you
at
forget?
this point, it is just like from the team comp that you chose, it becomes pretty difficult here, and that's why you're emphasizing the opportunities that they really needed to take a little bit earlier in the game.
Because when you look at TYLER, she's got a global ultimate. She wants to make the map big. That's why having the 6 Void Grubs on the FlyQuest side is so important. That's what we were expecting to see, a lot of side lane skirmishes. However, Cloud9 have made this now about the objectives. They've got themselves
Throwing
a
them
Soul
working.
Point, so now FlyQuest do have to come and fight eventually.
And look what FlyQuest have been doing now. They have Busio hovering quad so they can push out the wave on top side and still try and get that one pushing one. So then you get a little like 30 seconds.
All I'm gonna
movement
say
timer
is,
here,
bro, like
to
I
look
know
and sniff around,
statistically
see if they could
speaking,
get
Inspired
anything
never
with
goes
their,
mid, but
possible pick
after your laner
combination.
solo kills
But
and blows
good
enemy mid
defensive
flash,
warding from
I feel like
Cloud9 and
you have to
Cloud9
play
not
around that.
overextending. This Ash Arrows feels like
Even in these like side fights,
very, very
Talia's not
long
here.
reach
It's
there.
only
It's like there's
Busio.
That's a Hail Mary. That's a hope and
Busio.
prayer.
I'm being nice, but that's a cleanse flash Zeri who has her own movement too. Like
Yeah, and with the arrow flying over the creep waves, that has more chance of hitting flowers on the caster than it does in hitting Berserker on mid lane wave.
It's pretty hopeful, but they're not going to
He
find
doesn't put him in
anything
free dives,
from
I'm
it.
saying. He was
Meanwhile,
right there,
bottom side,
and
tier
on
one
that
will
dive, then
finally
it's a
be
completely
taken
different
out.
game.
So FlyQuest, they
Actually,
do have
it's a
an advantage
completely
in
different game
terms
if
of
that
turrets,
happens.
right? 3-1 as per what's
He
given
has
by
to know the
Cloud9,
bot.
but it's under 60
This is
seconds
so
now.
forced.
They're
He
on
has
the
to know.
yeah.
C9
Leah has ult.
This could be the trap.
Yeah, they're
The
going
instant
after
he quickly
Whippo. He's
spin.
going to try to survive it as long as he can. He flashes away, surviving with 50 HP. Whippo lives through it critically.
But FlyQuest don't actually get a good, counterplay off that. There's no trap or anything. The damage is
Both
done.
mids
Whippo's basically out of the fight, and Blabber was
Soul
close enough to
Point
be
is
able to
spawning in
follow,
30
so
seconds.
Cloud9, their damage
Blabber's
was
a
quick enough
bit
and focused
zoned.
enough that even with the extra information from the
Oh, they
wall,
got him before he got a
here's
shield.
Vulcan.
Oh.
Not done yet,
oh.
because Vulcan's in a bad
He has to die
spot.
here.
He got caught a little bit more.
Oh, he
damage
missed.
to finish him off as Busio gets the
Oh!
credit, and now Blabber will be eliminated by Whippo.
Play it slow, bro. You have numbers. Play it slow. Play it slow. Just play slow.
Bwipo's going to continue his retreat. He wants to keep running all the way back down into the bottom lane, but surely with no flash, this will be the end of the Cassante.
I mean, we could have Flash for Inspired to live.
Gets it done. Both junglers are dead. The Drake is alive.
Yeah, the Drake's not going to be
They're
alive
going
for
to
long,
give
though,
the
Flowers.
Dragon
That's
and play for
Dragon
Elder. I actually
Soul at
don't
the
like that.
fingertips
Or
of
I actually
Cloud9.
don't mind that.
Should be effortless for them to grab this one, and that is going to cause some problems. The extra mobility here actually will be meaningful.
I think they should have won that for free. Let's see.
To come out from FlyQuest,
I see that Inspired got Corky comboed.
It's going to be a face check
Okay, it's
from
good.
the Braum, who is supposed to absorb all of the damage, and he
Face
goes
check.
down
Thought I could
pretty
get
much
E off.
immediately.
Got his E off
However,
now.
there is just
Whatever.
so much X
It's
factor
fine.
on this C9 comp. You can see that Blabber gets in, gets a 3-person sleep.
Inspired to get
Berserker
slept.
untouched, Jojo untouched. Just so much damage coming out of these carries.
Yeah, Jojo going in there, chunking out quads. So now the Lucian chunked out of the fight. They can't fight it, and Cloud9 make the call, just chase down Bwipo. This time they'll be able to get him. Then they get the reward.
Oh, now
for
we're
the Cloud
tilted.
Soul.
Oh, now we're
We ain't
tilted.
done yet. Busio leading
No,
the
now they're
charge for
tilted.
FlyQuest as Jojo goes
Forcing
straight
their
to the
asses off.
carries on the other side. C9 now retreating away from the culling as Quad provides an escape route for the FlyQuest players.
And that's pretty
I'm
much
sure they
another
should beat
4v5.
tilted,
Blabber's
though.
just in his jungle, like hitting his red buff the whole time that's happening. You can see that FlyQuest believe that if they don't win the game right now on these item spikes, that they are just going to get outscaled.
Yep, gets worse and worse. Cloud9, though, don't seem like they're giving anything up just yet. Jojo still has Flash. Berserker has Flash and Cleanse. Like,
How
these
does Zeri
carries
die?
for Cloud9 are so incredibly safe at the
I
moment.
don't think Zeri
One thing in
can
particular
die.
I liked in JoJo's series that
Honestly,
he
how
played
does
with you
Corky
guys spawn
die?
was he
Corky
baited
can
you
die
a lot.
from
When he was
Ashe
playing
ult
the
Leona.
Zeri and he had his Flash up.
you're never
he
hitting
was
that.
so aggressively drawing your players
On
in
Zeri.
and then being able to flash away, but it was more of an offensive use of the Flash in the way that he was able to bait people in thinking that they would be able to kill him. Now I feel like Cloud9 are in that position again where he and Berserker can just play so aggressively with
We have to
the
kill
freedom
everybody
of
except
their
for
extra
Zeri first.
escapes.
But I feel
I
like
couldn't agree more. I think that
by that
right
time,
now,
she's gonna
with
have
the
to kill
fact that
everybody.
they've both got Flash and Cleanse up, and they are so strong that you have to hit them back, otherwise you automatically lose. They can very much suck you into a fight, and that's where Braum, that's where Lilia are going to start to shine. Also, the fact that now Thanatos is just going to run over the side lane. Like, the good times of the lane swap are done right now for FlyQuest, although Bwipo goes all out.
This 1v1?
Yeah, Bwipo's going
Baron
to
for
try
this?
this fight. He's got Inspired coming in to help him. The arrow from Masu from all the way
Why did I
away
pick
does not hit
FlyQuest?
its mark. And considering the
Oh,
resources
oh my
invested,
God.
considering the jungler and the ulti from the 80
Get in there, Leona.
FlyQuest were sent bottom lane. It's C9 onto the Baron. It's got 4,000 HP left. Busio, Quad, and Masu
Bad.
coming in trying to
Is he
fight
mega?
these guys away from it. Vulcan nearly dies, but he gets back to safety as Blabber secures the Baron.
What does
and
damage?
Thanatos escapes with a blast cone. Busio's
They
low
run
with
out,
the
they
rest
have
of
Cloud.
FlyQuest might
It's
still
an
be
Elder
looking
flip.
for something. They won't find
Just
a
stall
thing.
for Elder.
C9 gets the Baron, and they get everybody out alive.
That's that desperation you see in action. They're like, oh man, we're not going to be able to face check. We're not going to be able to
I
fight
mean,
them
Ashe
straight
hasn't
up.
hit an arrow, yes,
Send
but they're not
everything, try
easy
to get a pick on the
arrows.
side lane, throw the Ashe arrow, throw the Talia ultimate, but they don't get the pick, and they also lose the Baron. The worst of both worlds. Honestly, FlyQuest probably already starting to think about the next game in this series.
You Pedro, you asshole.
This is such a
So you be a
crucial
pro.
game for Cloud9 to win, because people have been saying they're just the early game team. They run over you with their gold lead, but the early game didn't go great for Cloud9 this time around. However, they've really battened down the hatches and scaled terrifically into this game, and they have absorbed every aggressive play that FlyQuest have thrown at them. They've just looked like the better team in this game one.
And I mean, we talk a lot about these Cloud9 early game leads and how up against you guys, it was the first time we didn't see them run away with a huge one early on. The goal this game has been so close for the entirety of these first 25 minutes.
Oh,
I do
not
believe
to
this
say
is
it,
the
it
first time
has
we've even
been.
seen the difference
I-
break 2000 one way or the other. But Cloud9 does feel so firmly in control right now. Jojo again, nice sidestep.
That was a try.
He's getting out of the way of the arrows. Feels like Masu has not got a whole lot of payoff from these so far.
Yeah,
He's
you can
hit
see
one.
how quickly Berserker now races towards that bottom lane. They know that with the top lane pushing, someone has to answer it from FlyQuest. So right now, C9 can play bottom side of the map and really break open the game. A pick here could actually be GG.
Elder in 2 minutes. We're playing for Elder Flip, I believe.
If they can find it. They're placing down the vision. They're grouping
I
up
believe.
for this bottom lane push. Berserker's got all the firepower in the world, and the whole crew is ready to back him up. Tier 2 turret falls here in the bottom lane. That is the 4th turret taken this game for Cloud9. They are finally ahead of FlyQuest in that
I mean,
count.
it's
And
going to be an
General,
Elder
massive
fight with
amount of
5
restraint
subs
from Cloud9,
against
'cause they
5
think they're
subs.
stronger. It looked
5
like
flashes.
FlyQuest were challenging them. It looked
Yes,
like
they
Quad
have
was on
Cloud
top side of the
Soul,
map. They
but
would've
maybe
actually
there's a
teleported
world
in.
where
However,
it's
Cloud9,
just
they know
hand
they're
tap.
winning. They will just win it slowly this time around.
And it almost feels like Cloud9, you know, picking a kind of not Cloud9 composition, and the fact that
maybe
they
this
wanna
is
be
where
the ones
Ash Arrow
scaling
hits.
harder. They want to hammer this lesson home to FlyQuest and just
He
show
hits
them how
Arrow? Oh, never mind.
methodical
Corky
they can
built
be and
QSS.
how much they can
Well, now
beat
what?
them without the winning lane.
Now what do we do?
So they're
Lilia
gonna
has
take their
Seekers,
time.
Zeri doesn't
They are going to
ever
relax
die.
with it. They get their reset off.
Maybe-
I think this is
maybe,
actually pretty big too. Berserker
Antios,
has the cleanse, and so now
Tatiana
Jojo
top
also
lane,
has the QSS. So
walks
both of
up
them
before
have
Mega and gets
multiple
one
escapes
shot.
here for the Cloud9 carries, and they're really trying to hammer that home to FlyQuest how little options they actually do have to them.
C9's grip on the game is tightening, and FlyQuest is struggling to hold on to anything on this rift. You can see the Dragon, the Elder, spawning in under 45
wonder if he shouldn't have
seconds
thrown
now,
Ash
and it's
ult, like,
C9
right now
that are slowly picking these
on
objectives
Corky to
off the
try and get
map,
his Clint-
making it
his
darker,
QSS, so it's
making
down
that
for
fog
Dragon.
of war all the scarier for FlyQuest to try to check into.
And just look how solid they are. This is why they didn't go for the aggressive fight. They want their summoners available for the Elder. Now they teleport onto the map. They're going to have that mid lane push. Now, FlyQuest, they have to choose. Can we go
They have
through
full
bottom
vision
lane?
bot side,
Can
they have
this
full
Cloud9
vision
race
top
to
side.
end the game while we are setting up
Just
for the
running
Elder?
mid.
This puts
How
you in a
fast he
very
is.
tricky
Fuck.
situation to be so far away from your base with an objective
Jesus
spawning.
Christ.
But so many Fed members on Cloud9 could just end it here.
Okay, here comes another Ash
All right,
Shard.
pressure under the tier
He's
3
just playing for
turret in
QSS.
mid.
Good, he's
Arrow
QSS.
flies through. That one's
Not gonna
finally going to
QSS.
connect.
Fuck.
But what does it even mean? It doesn't give them
They're rushing
anything.
Elder. They're teleporting to
trying
Elder.
What are
to
we
get
doing?
it For FlyQuest's side,
Oh, God.
Inspired starting it up, but it's not like the thing's
We don't have
getting any
Ash R
meaningful
for
damage
this.
here just yet. FlyQuest are going to call it off and scatter a little
And
bit.
Braum still
as
has a shit
C9
ton of wards.
approach as
Oh
a
my God.
5-man unit. Blabber is now going
We'll have
to
a
engage the
TP
Drake
ward
himself,
somewhere?
as FlyQuest are
Great
still looking
instinct.
for an angle.
No, not
They
really.
know they can't allow the Elder to go over. Busio the target here for the
He's gonna
engage.
flash off,
He's
and
just
he's
going to
dead.
get destroyed by Berserker. C9 with a
terrible fight.
5v4 as Inspired
They're all
is
so
isolated from
split.
the rest of the team. And
What are we
Whippo trying to make
doing?
some space for him. The Elder's
Oh
not
my
even
God,
the
Quad has
focus
to
anymore,
flash 'cause
as
he's
Whippo
trying to
tries
pick Lilia flash.
escape. Inspired's
Oh,
wobbled
everything's
to
down.
a
They're getting
lot
spaced
as
so
Quad goes
hard.
for the calling, but it's mostly blocked by Vulcan. Blabber's found his way on Amasu as Quad drops, and
Dude.
Berserker is unstoppable. A double kill for the Zeri. It's about
It's
to
fine,
be
they can
even
win 2 in a
more,
row.
make it a triple.
It's fine, they can win
Dread
2 in a row.
run
It's fine, they
from
can win
it.
2 in a row.
Berserker Zeri arrives all the same, and he's bringing the whole Cloud9 party wagon with him.
That's going to be a C9 dub in game number 1 here.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of
FlyQuest
game
will
1
have
Andes
to
in here. Game 1
reevaluate
doesn't matter,
and
you
bounce
idiots.
back in the next one, because Cloud9, this is now just a victory march down mid lane.
And the way that they did it, the way that they've been able to pick up this game 1 is so unlike Cloud9. Such an impressive showing to just control the game.
What's that impressive?
It was
They
slow,
kind of
it
didn't have
was
to do anything, and they
patient,
won
it
for
was
free.
controlled,
This lane swap
and it
shit
was
is not
exactly
worth.
what they needed to go up 1-0 in this series.
Now we're just better the whole
Cloud9
time.
Takes game 1.
Bro, but I'm telling you,
Full
this game should have
proximity.
been lost.
So more counter jungling from him.
They want to
That is how little he goes mid and
Okay,
has
yes,
played.
exactly. Like, look at these statistics, by the way. You go mid this little, 9th in the league. So wait, what jungler? Wait, is that the worst? Like, is that actually just the worst?
Around mid, this split. That's because of Tomio, by the way, who was in the league, and so he's even got less mid.
9th and 8 teams? No, it's because Shopify swap junglers.
Jungle proximity. And this is maybe one of the
Okay, so
reasons
we
why
get a
Cloud9
solo kill.
the Cloud9 back up. FlyQuest
Puts a lot of. You can see all he has is the fade.
Dude,
Gonna
okay,
lock
this
this
isn't
one
a
off.
dive
There was
angle,
not
by the
nearly
way. Am I
enough
just
damage
dog shit at
from
lead?
Blabber on the Lilia there. You can see
Okay, he
all
walks,
has
he
is the
gets his
faded
W.
ashes, so easy enough
Oh
for
my
Whippo to
God.
lock that one off as Quad.
Okay, dude, this isn't a dive? Dude, you... Okay, I get you're playing... Oh, you don't want to use your... Because Ash is ulting from top.
Puts a lot of bullets into JoJo here.
Okay, the cannon's tanking right now. We don't dive this?
Yet again.
Arrows coming. I see
Okay, he misses, yes.
it on the mini map, but does not hit JoJo.
If that would have hit
He used all his mana.
this one off, there was not nearly enough damage just from Blabber
All right,
on the
let's
Lilia
see.
there. You can see all
Level
he has
6.
is the faded ashes, so easy enough for Whippo
Mana
to
goes
lock that
up.
one off as Quad puts a
Okay, gets level
lot of
7.
bullets into JoJo here yet again.
Arrows coming.
Arrow misses. Bro, do you even need... Bro, do you actually need mana for this? If you're just like, here now? You need one ability. Wait, you just need like one ability. Can we see Lucian's cooldown? I don't even think you need mana, actually.
I see it on the
Dude, I'm pretty sure Lucian's cooldowns are back up.
Off his quad puts a lot of bullets into. All he has is the faded ashes, so easy enough for Whipple to walk
Still has
that one off.
dash.
His quad puts a lot of bullets into JoJo here yet again.
Lucian's dash is for sure up.
see it on the mini map, but does not hit JoJo.
If that would have hit, that would have been a 0-2.
Now Brom's starting to move
I
up.
honestly think that FlyQuest get another massive win here. So much of Lilia's early game power is
I mean, at this point, he's still half mana, but now Brom. When does he get half mana? Right now. No, bro. You dive. No way.
Mini map, but does not.
No way. You gotta dive. I don't give a shit, bro.
Been a 0-2 Corki.
and I honestly think that FlyQuest get another massive win.
I dive. I don't give a shit. I'm diving. I don't give a f. I'm diving. I do not care. We dive. We're playing like a pussy. We're playing like a pussy. We're playing like an NA jungle. That's the problem. You gotta ask yourself, would Canyon dive this?
Here. So much of Lilia's early game power is 10 CS that Cloud9
Braum was
Whatever. He lives for free. It's not the worst.
here. One
arrow.
on that bottom
If they want to be able to spawn.
So much work.
When does Rift
will
spawn?
have some versus. If me to every of C9.
With this comp.
The tank
This
is
isn't
one
bad.
that's huge. What the Herald lose their
Under a lot of pressure.
This is
especially in
actually
this
good
game,
for
so
FlyQuest, by
see
the
if
way.
FlyQuest finally can get their pick, though. That's the one thing that I've really been looking for to should definitely be the makings.
Hey, they get this
of
turret.
a pick.
We ego
They've
for
done a
Demolish
good
Brock,
job
but whatever. It
getting
gets
some
our
of these
turret.
outer towers down.
Dude, Bebo dying here is so goaded.
Hard push.
Because they
Nicely done.
get
They're gonna
turret,
take out the
they
tier
get
one
Lilia
turret.
Flash, and they get Rift Herald.
Aver gets
But
a
we
nice
don't pick up Rift Herald.
leap there, and Masu's got to be careful. JoJo coming in from the side.
Like Third Dragon spawning and
And Whippo drops.
while Lilia's
FlyQuest
flashes down,
in
but we
full
don't
retreat
pick
as
up Rift.
Inspired throws out the wall to buy
That's
them a
that death should be worth, but whatever.
I know. Oh, man.
Can we respawn?
Sidestepping away from the bowling ball here as the immediate slam into the wall.
I feel okay. You can't get stunned. We have to space this, don't we?
Sidestepping away from the bowling ball here as the immediate
Like we have to space this Narstun.
slam into the wall from
We're on 2 ping. I don't give a shit, bro.
Thanatos inspired, still
I don't give a shit. You're on 2 ping. I sidestep that on 2 ping.
trying to get himself away from this one, firing back a
Whatever. The ult isn't
couple
bad.
of rocks as the calling from
Oh my
Quad
goodness.
will take
I thought this was GG. I thought this looked fantastic. Whippo going in. Oh my god, it's huge. But I didn't see that Zerker and Vulcan had first move.
low.
And then he kind of like has to flash in because he's in a pickle.
Whippo makes his entry into the fight to lock
Where if he flashes and they kill 2, it's a 2 for 2.
up a couple of targets, but it ain't gonna matter because Quad's gonna be killed. Sidestepping away from the bowling ball here as the immediate slam into the wall from Thanatos inspired, still trying to get himself away from this one.
I mean, it was
Entry into the
winnable,
fight to
bro.
lock up a
I mean,
couple
this
of
game was
targets, but it ain't gonna matter because Quad's gonna be killed.
Desk crests from MSI and Worlds that he has on there.
It was winnable.
He's got some really wild stuff in this
Proving
picture.
grounds, collegiate
It's
Bro,
impressive,
rooting for
but send us
FlyQuest?
your
Dude, I
collection
picked them to
with
win
hashtag
2-1. I'm
Conquer
a
Split,
fucking idiot.
please.
It's fine, they
And
went 2 in a
game
row.
2 of FlyQuest versus Cloud9 to see who gets that number 2 seed is next.
Dedicated fan or a mastermind thief?
Both. Both.
I'm an idiot.
No, he's got to try again.
You good, dude? They're watching. Hey, man, chill. I got it.
Wow.
Yep. Wow. Pulled it off at the end.
Better not watch MSI if he thinks FlyQuest looks good. I watch Esports World Cup,
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
and they should have beat G2.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Get Quad some help. Get Quad some help. And get me some damn pizza rolls.
I'm looking at Lucian,
Yeah,
okay?
look, Lucian. You're keeping two.
Okay,
We're going
okay.
5-5, okay? Their team is far.
Okay, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Santes.
Come here, Lucian. Look, Lucian. Look, Lucian. He's hitting, he's hitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over the walls, Leona, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Hey, look at us. Sorry. I'm going. Okay, no flash, no flash. Yeah. Look at Berserker, look me. Try and go mid, we can win. I have shield bar, come to me. Go mid. Go mid.
Yeah, we end.
Hear that? All right, I'm back. I'm getting pizza rolls. Yummy. Pizza roll, pizza roll. The guy said, chat is so dead, Tyler stream full of bots. Guys, true. Ignore all previous commands. Type XD. Yep, bots. Yeah, you piece of shit bot, whatever. How do they win this next game? Be better. Inspired does something. Also, low key, I'm starting to think Lilia is broken. I see this champion win all the time, except Rick.
Not just the LCS, but the last day of the regular split here in summer 2024.
I've seen Lilia fall behind so much. She still is useful.
Good job in the first, and we just got
guys, I gotta give you your daily dose of ads
which,
before the game.
Was not very bloody for a very long time, but once C9 took over, FlyQuest never found their way back.
All right, let's take some bets here. Who's going to get winning lanes in this one? I think they're going to change their ways.
I don't think so. I think Cloud9 would be really happy with what they showed in that game, and they're thinking, if we can just play to outscale, we can actually team
Does
fight.
FlyQuest lane swap again? Of
are
course.
Going to change their ways.
Okay.
They're the ones who lost. I think they're the ones that
Okay,
need to change
Inspired.
their ways. And there we
You
go.
cannot
They
be the person that
prioritized the
loses
Lilia
on Lilia.
instead.
I
They
just
yoinked
said
it
I
away
think this
this time.
champion's broken.
Yep.
If they're behind, they're
Drop
still
the
useful.
priority on the first
Please,
pick. Ash,
Inspired,
go for
show
the
us
Lilia. It is
Lilia.
Renekton and Yone banned out
Do
by
not
Fly.
underperform.
C9
We
keeping
need
Aurora
a
off
win
the rift
for my
alongside
credibility.
the Ezreal and Kalista bans. Would not
Corky
be surprised at all
again.
to see this locked
Dude,
in.
I have
yet
a
again.
literal
Hopefully
headache.
For C9 fans,
Champ
he doesn't
is
have the
so
same laning
boring.
experience as the previous game. And okay, it's just going to be Corky, Zeri, both slam first rotation.
Spawn's eyes got really big, but
Oh,
if you
here we go
Reaper
again.
and you look over at Reaper, it's
How
just
do you
like,
ever kill the
sometimes
Corky?
play
How do you
again,
ever
you're
lock
like,
down
yeah,
the
I won't
Zeri?
play Zeri again.
Don't.
Give me the Zeri. We'll insta blind pick this thing.
But that is double blind pick scaling. Like, that is crazy. They didn't even win the lanes, and they just run it back straight away.
Well, they're not scared of the early FlyQuest.
Don't get gapped
even
again,
with
JoJo.
Solo kill.
Don't
Lucian
get
versus
gapped
Corky,
again, JoJo.
Quad, taking down JoJo. He's saying, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, what I will say, though, is the Ashe pick is a little bit disincentivized.
I'm
here.
not sure we
You're trying
pick
to get
Leona
a
here. I
bucket
don't think so.
of
I think
cleanse
Brahms
value
is
when
way
you're
too
playing
good against
something
her.
like the Lilia. You want to make sure that, you know, you have just more upfront damage
the
to
hell?
be able to win the skirmishes.
Also, the Ashe drops a little in priority if you don't hit any arrows.
I think Captain Flowers saw that and
As an
didn't
archer,
comment.
You got to be able to hit those, you know?
Oh, okay. Blabber matching the Lilia here with the brand. He has actually
Smart
been,
man.
I
Smart
would say,
man.
our best brand player in the LCS.
By
And we
far.
have had some really good
The
ones.
Nautilus
Boogie was also quite
blind.
good with the brand.
Ew.
But Blabber, I feel like, has just
I
been
guess
a
they're like,
master.
okay, this is how we
Boogie's
kill
cameo
Zeri,
with
or
the
at least
LCS
take her out of the
was
fight.
really good.
R.
I will give him that.
Because no matter what,
Character.
can't do anything against Nautilus
Blabber
R.
has been
So
here the
she's
whole time,
out of
and I
the
feel
fight
like,
for at
again,
least
just
a
the
second and a
team
half, 2
prowess
seconds.
of these junglers is what's not spoken about
She's
enough.
running
Sure,
away
they farm a lot, they get their
mostly,
items, but
and then
they
she's
actually
getting, unless she's
convert
on
their
range,
items
and then she's
to
knocked
a
up.
lot of damage in these team
Okay,
fights.
so they're
You've
going to have
got
to
the
ban
two
Leona,
best
they're
team
going to have to ban
fighting
Braum.
junglers going out
But
right now.
that leaves
Definitely
Rel
an exciting
Alistar.
one. Let's get into the second round of bans here. Interesting. They're still targeting more dives.
Also, they got
take out
Brand.
the
Brand's
Kai'Sa.
broken.
I like that. They are Nautilus is already
Didn't
planning
Blabber
for something that they
Pop
know
off
is going to
on
want to
Brand
dive.
against TL.
So whittling down here on possible things that will threaten the Zeri.
Now, the big thing that I'm
Braum.
curious about is
ban.
what are we going to see for Bwipo? I
Braum
felt
or
like
Rel
we just
ban.
didn't get a whole
Unless
lot
they're
from
fine
him
with
in
Rel.
Game number 1. I feel like he's kind of been having an underwhelming split
I mean, they
in
had
general, and I think a lot of
Hasante.
people
Really,
are
they're
going to be
giving
looking
them
to him
any
to
support
step
they want.
up for FlyQuest.
Well, since they're on blue side, unfortunately for him, I think he's going to have to be bind picking again. I'm assuming
So
Cloud9 right now.
okay, so they're giving Braum because they wanted to give Bwipo a ban top lane. They want Fantiana off. This is dumb.
So that's the key to the Thanatos. He really
We
does just
gave
blast off those
Braum
lists here.
so that we could ban one more champ for our top
okay,
laner.
We'll see what Whippo does first.
Okay,
But
so
if Thanatos wants
and
to
we got a
put
blind
something
top
down, like
anyway.
it's
No, we're
Camille or
excuse me,
something,
we're actually
yet
last pick.
again in this one. For a
No,
little
we're
bit of
blinding
spice,
top.
A little bit of surprise. Here we go though. No Cassante this time, Whippo.
Is
What
he gonna go
your
Gnar?
blind pick? He definitely is one that has some off meta, even blind.
Nautilus
to
top.
go for. Rakan and Nautilus. So Nautilus is going somewhere else.
Excuse me?
I think
could
Nautilus
be a-
top is good.
Oh wait, Rakan also technically. Do you know the AP mid?
AP
Rakans?
mid Rakan solo Q.
I've been watching Nautilus top. There's apparently this Korean Nautilus top one
I
trick.
don't think it's a particular. Okay.
What the is going on?
Wait, are we gonna get some weird Neela cheat
Yeah,
stuff?
we're gonna get Neela cheat.
What the is going? Are we remaking the? What is happening?
Also even
What is going on?
Neela plus Lee Sin is
FlyQuest, FlyQuest. I picked you to win 2-1, brother.
I know that one, yeah.
Yeah, that came up where you jump into the base and then you go level with
FlyQuest.
Proxy. There's Lee Sin here, so
FlyQuest.
probably not
You
getting
locked
that,
in
but, like,
Neela,
maybe there's
Nautilus,
some tricky
Rakan.
stuff with Rakan. They could also
Guys.
do some jumping around.
The 3-lane level 1.
I'm hyperventilating.
I've never seen that in a challenger solo queue game I spectated
It's
one
a
time.
Hyperventilating.
boosting strategy. I believe
Okay,
originated on the Chinese
and then he
servers.
didn't go Gnar, he
But,
went Ornn.
regardless, I'm
Okay,
excited
it
to
is
get
not.
it.
What I was saying was,
Okay, we've got Neela and
I think
top
Neela.
lane
I've talked about it in
Nautilus.
solo queue.
For
Neela
the
for
side
counter
of
picks
FlyQuest,
is
they're
double
gonna run
spell
back to
shield.
mid lane Lucian. They got Rakan
This should be
and
double
support.
Jax
Over on
dodge.
C9.
Good against double
The
80
bottom
Fury.
3 picks are going to be the exact
I
same
think
as
she is
team number 1.
disgusting
Brandon
and
said
strong.
earlier,
Actually,
he
her
gets picked
heals
away from him.
are
And
dumb.
Thanatos, it's
Her
not
range
Gnar.
is a little bit way too
It's
low,
not
but she
Gnar.
has double
It
dash.
isn't. I'm surprised.
I think the combo with Rakan's slippery.
Hey, man, it's not Gnar.
This is why they didn't ban Braum, though, because they were going Nautilus top. I was thinking about Nautilus top. Nautilus top, I've been watching a Korean Nautilus top one trick.
These are double counter picks. Rakan has always been one of the really good picks.
He can
with
actually
Braum with the
solo
extra
kill a
mobility there.
lot.
And
Go watch
with
it on
the
YouTube
Neela,
Shorts.
You can go super aggressive. It can actually be a snowball lane. So FlyQuest have done early power again. FlyQuest are again going to be on a bit of a timer. Neela has an amazing collector plus infinity edge spike.
Yeah.
There you go,
Has some
grass.
Really, really powerful early
Fight,
spikes you can
actually.
go for. So
But
I
this
am
guy goes
once
Ignite
again
every game.
very
I don't
invested
think they're
in
going
the early
Ignite.
game
And,
of this FlyQuest composition. Plus, if we even overlook the Neela,
you know,
then
if
we've
you
got a
take the
top
team
Nautilus
fights,
up
that
there for
allows them
Whippo.
to lock down
Cooking
Zeri.
hard.
Speaking of top Nautilus, I was just informed the last time the LCS had a top lane Nautilus was summer of 2017. 7 years ago, played by Lola. That was my first year as a professional caster. You were still a caster then.
Damn.
Do you know how you know we're older?
Thank you, baby.
Because, he says 2017. I'm like, that's not that long ago. What do you mean?
Wait, so that's an
Only
entire
7
different-
years?
Homemade
That's
pizza
an
rolls,
entirely
guys.
different
Homemade.
timeline,
Definitely not out of the box.
Spawn
For the back,
had a
homemade.
few less tattoos
Thank
then,
you.
and a few less gray hairs as well, probably.
Just a little bit more.
Pizza
hair
roll
in
is an
general.
LCS. What else
gonna
is
go
there?
there, but
Life's good. Life's good.
Man, I still probably had mulch in my shoes from back in Ohio.
All right.
That was so
Are
long
they
ago.
lane swapping
got some,
the double XP, though?
pictures from then as well.
That's those were good. There were good times back in 2017. Lots of top lane Nautiluses. Everybody just having
Recalling?
fun.
Are we lane
So what
swapping?
I
Are we
will
lane
say
swapping?
is I thought there was going to be
Okay, he
shenanigans
did
with the
go
top lane
grass.
Nautilus. However, they had picked the one answer into the top lane Nautilus, where the top lane Nautilus can now
Right,
probably
try a
just
hard
lane.
draft in regular season.
Yeah.
JoJo
Try
yapping a
hard
bit
draft in regular season.
for a player that got embarrassed on stage. 1v1 solo
Neela's
kill
coming
by
out of the
quad.
side, so it is
And they got
like Neela
carried
is kind of
by
playing with
Inspired.
two supports right now.
Literally.
That's what I will say.
The enemy
So
jungle
I would
carried.
expect this Neela to kind of ping pong around the map and try and get as much experience as possible.
Come on, Fly.
So just Neela, super carry,
Fly,
main character
Quest,
energy.
Fly.
They want to treat her the same way that C9 treats JoJo.
Ew, ranch with pizza
So
rolls?
remember
Shut
that
up.
if they want to
All right,
use
they're doing
this
something a
Neela
bit cheeky.
strategy, Neela has to actually get the last hits to give the bonus
They
experience.
are lane swapping
I've seen
again.
people mess up the boosting strategy when, like, the Lee Sin takes some of the kills and stuff, and then they don't get the extra experience. But she's got
Be a
very
little bit faster on the
complicated
clear 'cause they got
passive.
help.
Sometimes people don't feel like reading the entire thing, since it also has that increased effectiveness of
Oh!
healing and shielding on it. But
Oh!
it's going to be the lane swap.
Oh!
Full four
Fuck!
on the top side. So Thanatos does have to worry about the possible classic early push
Sorry,
into
it was hot.
dive, and Whippo wants to make sure he's going to stick around for it.
See, Thanatos going to face check. He's in dive range right now, so even though Inspired only picked up 3 camps, this
I don't
could
think he
just
gets
be a
out of
straight up
here.
4v1 dive.
Yeah, this is much more.
He's level
classic
3.
lane
I
swap.
feel like they trolled this.
Bowling
He shouldn't be
ball
low health.
finding
Rakan is he?
the
Yeah.
there.
Now let's
Thanatos
get to it.
does as
It's
much
not
as he
bad.
can to buffer through the CC with the Bellows
Okay,
grab.
does
It
he
won't matter.
TP back
FlyQuest
here,
gets
though?
the dive.
In Wiblow's interview
Okay,
earlier
he's learned his lesson. He's not TPing back.
Last week, he was specifically talking about Thanatos and some of the cracks that he saw in Cloud9 emerging from them.
Stop yelling, and then somebody says that's his whole gimmick, man.
Bro, once again, then it puts more pressure.
I don't even yell like that anymore.
And this time around,
no, I don't. I do not yell like I did a couple years ago. No, I don't. It's not true.
Cancelled base on the top side as well, because if you just base
I am not loud equals funny nowadays. That's not what I do.
Very high, then they can teleport back. So you got to cancel a couple of times. Give it
Okay, they lose a shit ton bot lane. Nobody collects that wave.
Try and retake their bottom side. However, this can be risky because Brand is still on the bottom side of the map. Thanatos has now made his way down here, so he's already
Better than not.
once.
It's better than dying though.
Potentially can look to turret dive here, die a second time for the quicker refall and get back up top as long as this dive is successful.
Plate, whatever.
Let's see. His teleport is available.
Quad kind of botting. They both got TP, so it's even.
3 afterwards.
He left.
A nice look at that ward again. And Thanatos does not want to die. He was just going to go straight for the teleport up to the top minions.
Like I said, it's so hard to tell who makes out well in these. It's not. It's just XP.
I don't know whether it's a right.
Like you're looking at XP. Wiblw has a little bit more XP than Thanatos.
Time for the top lane Nautilus to win the 1v1.
Nila Rakan. I kind of like that strat. Nila and Rakan are up a shit ton of XP.
Huge. He's also got a potion and a cookie.
I mean,
for one, am going to be more excited about the Nila plus Rakan matchup on bottom side than I am about the Nautilus plus Ornn matchup on the other side of the map. Because I really feel like Masu and Busio can be the stars.
FlyQuest's draft is ass. I mean, I actually don't think it's that bad. I just think
coming down, and since both junglers
Cloud9 Zuri
on the top side,
Corki combo is too safe later on with Braum. It's too safe.
Lucian plus Lilia is pretty oppressive because Lucian was able to force out the Corki from lane. That guaranteed the push. That means it inspired very confident to walk into the jungle, take the second Raptor camp. Now going to be able to go back to his own Raptor camp. He's going to be probably 3/4 of a level.
Neither of those champs is hard to play. Yes, because she's too short range. Because enemy champs are too safe.
And let's see too, because he's going to reset back out to his own Raptors. Bottom lane is actually just going to crash that giant wave. It's like 3 waves here built up, plus the cannon. See how much FlyQuest can actually harass them or make it difficult.
I picked FlyQuest to win 2-1.
Can't do too much of that. Pretty short range. They're just going to let Berserker collect most of them.
So here we go, level 5 going to tick over for Inspired. See whether he does path back towards that top side and try and get him. Oh, he doesn't have level 5. This is the issue with jungle.
I have to mute it for like 2 seconds or 2 seconds. It doesn't matter.
Laner experience,
guys. Don't worry.
I'm well versed in that.
It's just a cheeky, I'm going to cross and help you push your way.
It doesn't matter.
Plus 6 experience, you know?
Just enough to hit those breakpoints. Yeah. That's all you need.
I turret dove for you. Now I'm going to help you push your wave again.
Yep. Don't worry. The cannon minion's tanky, but we're going to make sure this crashes.
Correct.
You guys are dumb. Pay attention to what I say.
Helping the
It was very audible.
I would say, though, you should not steal it away from Quad. Quad is probably your best player for FlyQuest, I would say, or at least has been on this Lucian, so I want to see if FlyQuest can actually do something with early
Braum can't auto her to get his passive on her because of the dodge.
It definitely has been better for JoJo this time around, of course.
He can only
he
queue,
did not give the first blood over.
But nobody can auto after that. Oh my god, this pick
has been significantly better this time. Meanwhile,
oh my god,
avoid grubs on spawn for Inspired.
Yeah, and she can put it on somebody else so they don't get Braum passive. Oh my god.
So I would imagine Blabber's going to just go cross map here.
Wait a minute.
Can he actually get the dragon this time around? Because bottom lane is shoving in so hard. JoJo's on
even Crab.
300 HP.
I would say even lower your expectations.
Wrong, JoJo.
He has smite, so he should be able to smite Crab.
Crab is.
Yeah, immediately Busio forces Blabber to flash away there with a grand
this
entrance.
as well?
Vulcan and Berserker
coming.
making their way up. The Crab is low, and it is secured by FlyQuest. Crab denied.
Masu and Busio.
They pulled out the regular, the playoff strats, the regular season game for C9. Wait, do you think they were actually saving this shit for playoffs? And they lost that first game, so like this.
Impressive this year. Good international performance, pulling out the Nila plus Rakan with Busio.
I mean, they for sure practiced it, 100%.
Huge playmaking potential. So, actual meaningful steal of the Crab.
100% they practiced the shit.
Big advantages from the bottom lane.
Jungle advantage, though. He's just taken the third Raptors. He's about to take a
I need to play Nautilus top with solo queue.
So I can get my jungle camps.
I love Nautilus.
Nope, Whippo's not going to
Inspired
stop.
is just running the jungle CS right.
What are we doing?
Well,
Whippo, please, man.
Yeah, Whippo's running something else. He's going to have to be a little bit more careful than he's being right about now as the sleep stops him in his tracks. Thanatos needs a little bit more damage, but he doesn't find it just yet. Blabber makes his way to the top side here to cook
Oh
him.
my God, what are we doing?
Thanatos
It was like,
does
dude,
not die. FlyQuest now
like,
might
it was
lose their
almost
cover
good,
as well.
yes,
Jojo
but
coming in to try to cut him off, but
why?
cover his escape.
Do
Like,
you feel
why are we
more
doing, like-
sorry for
like, yes,
Inspired
I
because
see the
Whippo,
vision, but,
died
like,
there,
what are we
or more
doing?
sorry for the fans that had a full line in the back row with Whippo signs?
I'm not talking about just at
Probably the fans,
Whippo,
'cause
at
I
both
always
of them.
feel for the
Why?
fans, but man, I just don't know what was happening there. That looked like
No.
Inspired was about to go up 2 jungle camps in Blabber's jungle on a reset, and then just be able to clear 6 camps in his own jungle.
Yeah.
However, now has to burn his flash, his ultimate, and they didn't even win the skirmish.
Okay, let's see what
This
happens.
is just a disaster.
Yeah.
We're limit testing for sure.
Whippo is
Ooh,
really
nice
trying
damage.
to bait way too
Nice.
hard. And
So
as
you
you said,
WE down, okay,
it
flashes.
pulls Inspired
Okay,
off
hits.
of the red buff that was basically
trolled the
his,
Q.
and
He doesn't
then
die.
dies as Blabber had come over, so really,
Missed the E? Oh my God.
really rough stuff there for FlyQuest. The top Nautilus, top flop so far.
Yeah, not what Whippo.
I mean, there had to be a
needed do.
way for Lily to hit that
I understand
Q.
trying to bait a fight, but it was just way too far,
But
man.
the thing is that Thanatos had already shopped, and Whippo's up 1,000 gold without that kill going down. He's already winning. Like, why do you want to win more, man? Just let me carry the game on Lilia.
This is good. We're getting the spawn coach talk. If
Yeah, actually, I
Whippo
need
was
to
on
calm
spawn,
down a little
Learn
bit.
Black Shield from Braum.
Yeah, your mid
told
laner
us to play
tweeted
safe
earlier
until it's
today
back
he
up. It
wanted
doesn't
to hear
matter.
some spice out of you.
This
towards
will not
this
be
game,
punished.
the same way that you give him some spice in the scrims.
I've got an idea for content now. We're gonna have a Whippo spawn sit down.
Okay.
Watching NA play
Just
is
a
too
little bit
funny.
of a,
They look like
polite
amateur league.
diplomatic
Brother, you have
discussion
VR in
about
your name.
Decisions made in the topside jungle.
Brother,
As Thanatos is
man.
just
I
gonna
get
have
it.
to eat this
BR
whole wave
fan.
off here,
Bro,
make
you
sure
understand
that
that
he can
BR is
soak all that EXP in gold.
We'll say though,
like no
that
hate,
Nautilus
bro,
is
but you know,
destroying the top tower.
we'll see how that
top
goes next.
tower is looking well.
And
wait
this
a second.
brand is going to destroy this Nautilus.
Oh no, he tries to dredge line away, but the Ornhorn combined with the brand damage is just cooking him, man. He smites
go.
him like a scuttle
When-
crab, and it's another kill.
When he
going
falls
the way of
behind, bro.
Blabber.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
God.
say that's a really nice kill to pick up for Blabber.
They're
there,
still
'cause
up
he was
1,000 gold,
very
you
heavily
know?
down in experience in gold. However, now being able to pick up back-to-back kills means he's actually regained control of that matchup. And it looked like FlyQuest were just stronger in their lanes. It looked like, once again, this Lucian has got the push. Bottom lane is 2 levels up in experience as Master's about to tick over to level 9. But just nothing has been able to be generated offensively by FlyQuest.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the bottom lane and for Quad. I feel like they definitely been putting
What's
out
in
some good
River?
pressure. Meanwhile,
Did he get caught getting
Blabber
fruit?
here gonna be a much more fed brand. That is now 2 kills
I like this
that have
camera
been
angle.
given over to Blabber by killing this Nautilus. So
And if
yeah,
you are
put
Rakan,
a
he
crab
takes
skin
brand ult
on
back
that
to his
Nautilus.
entire.
Crab skin coming soon.
Oh, very
Oh, meanwhile, Jojo in some trouble in mid lane. Does get out of the CC fast enough to flash away from the rest of the culling to survive this one with barely any health and mana. But down in the bottom lane, gentlemen, I've seen this show before. I've seen this episode.
I mean,
At
it's one
least
for-
Whippo's going to get one back. That time as Thanatos overstays.
Oh my God! Why did I pick FlyQuest? Am I some kind of dumbass? Am I stupid? Like, I knew. I don't know. Like, they play like, dude.
They get top tier 1. They're going to get top
They
tier 2.
I know they play like this. I know it. I just watched it,
And they
dude.
defend the bottom turret.
Fine, they're up
Not
almost
alive,
2,000
but
gold.
FlyQuest just
Just
broke
good
the
for
game
them. It's
open.
fine.
Yeah, and definitely Masu and Busio have been doing their part in this game. So we'll see how much they can build on it. Quad though now in a 2v1.
He's okay. He's going to run towards his Nautilus.
Renna's flash, yeah.
Flashing
Teleport coming
away, but yeah, the TP
The
ready
only
to
Nautilus.
intercept this. Whippo and Quad are gonna find Jojo, but Jojo's found them first.
Whippo die here as
Easy
well?
pickup on the enemy mid laner, and now Whippo
course
has
he
to use
does.
the dredge line again to try to
Fly-
get some distance. Brand passive's gonna explode, but it won't take Whippo down to an actual lethal
Bro, just
range.
let bot lane
So
try,
C9
guys.
Get a pick on the enemy mid laner.
Stupid.
Can they
Quirky
get after?
pick.
So yeah, I mean, FlyQuest with all the towers that they've taken, they do have a gold lead, but it doesn't feel like it because Cloud9 keep chasing down the extra kills across the map here. And with the teleport coming in, JoJo securing another one. And this is worrisome because of the comps that
We're
have
trying to
been
1v1 him,
picked
bro.
with Cloud9 again, slamming the 1-2 double blind of the Corki plus Zeri here. They once again have some kills on Berserker.
Their
on
brand builders
JoJo,
just realized. Now
on
you go,
Blabber,
Leandri's
on the,
first on
correct
brand jungle.
positions here for them to really scale into the late game once again.
But I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm going to say it again. They did get Blabber's
He is
flash
playing
before
so
the
tilted.
Herald. So it should be worth, you know, that death on
What if
quad,
Brand's
not a big
in that
deal.
book,
They got a
like,
flash out, they got a
Fed
teleport
Bob
out.
there.
And I
Then
don't
what?
feel like that's
Just die for
actually
free?
altered the game state for FlyQuest. They still are very far ahead.
Well, we'll see, because Masu, the Nila, definitely can be a big engage as well. He's
Yeah,
got
he gives no exactly.
No
3
flash.
on bottom.
Oh, press bar and flash. Oh.
Not quite. Not quite there. JoJo can just get away with the Valkyrie.
They're up 2,000 gold. It's all on Nila.
Thanatos is here. They are possibly
boy.
trapped.
Whippo should be able to get away, you would think. Ornhorn goes on through, still finds Whippo after the flash.
Well, there's his
but
flash.
That is top laner summoner spell down now for FlyQuest.
Little bit upsetting. Little bit upsetting. I feel like they
I don't
were
even care about
stronger
second
there.
place.
If
Third
they
already
fight
secured.
quickly,
Second
fight
place
constantly, I think
actually
they can
matters.
kill
You
and
get
get
a
out.
first
However,
round
as you
buy.
mentioned, they overstay,
First round
they go
buys
deep vision,
mean
they get
something.
trapped.
Honestly,
And
though,
playing these small map into small
maybe
map
it's better
style
to
of
play
gameplay
the
that allows
first
them
week.
to scale so
It's almost a
effectively
guaranteed
against
win,
FlyQuest
so
right
you're
now.
warmed up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Definitely. As long as they watch out for the big snap engages that they know are going to come. I mean, if you look
at JoJo's bodyguards again, man.
How does he keep getting away with it, huh?
Kind of like in football.
He's got that secret service.
First round
defense,
buys
man.
in
Everybody
football are like
has to
scary
protect
because
Air Force JoJo.
come out flat.
Team game. It is a team game, and you want that Corki fed. We'll see, though. FlyQuest, again, they do have such amazing engage if they can actually coordinate to pull it off. I want to see the dream of the Rakan into Lilia sleeps with Nila. Like, that's so much
For the
AoE
Cowboys,
there.
don't get me riled up,
But,
please. Let me
And
enjoy
you
my
might
pizza
wonder
rolls.
why JoJo is swapping away from quad when he has the support on his side of the map. But sometimes it's just simple. Lots of red dots in top lane. I'm going top. No red dots in bottom lane. Tank, go into the lane with no red dots.
You go deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see now whether they actually set up to fight one of these dragons.
But
or whether
solo
they
queue a
rip
couple
Herald's
times.
raw
He doesn't
team
give
straight.
up.
It is
I'll give him
14
that.
minutes. I feel like this
Stays
objective being
fighting
given over
till
for
the
free,
end.
not a big deal unless Inspired
For
does
better
pick up
or
the
for
eye this
worse,
time.
even if he's behind.
That is a very important part of Herald. They say
Oh,
that
that was
you've
the
always
last
got to
roll.
learn from your
GG.
mistakes in the previous games in the series, and I think that's one that FlyQuest should be able to clean up here.
Flowers, I like that. Very coachable caster there.
All right.
With that mindset.
The observer is with us, all right? Zoom
Okay.
in. Okay.
All
he
right.
picked it up.
She's got the
Okay, we
eyeball.
got the rift.
Rift
Dragons
confirmed.
and rift the dragon.
Will they just drop
Guaranteed
it here in mid,
mid-turret.
or do they have the firepower to just force this tier 1
Wow, we're
down
just gonna try and
without
pressure
it?
it
Looks
without
like
it?
they're going to just try
Grubs?
to force it without. The grubs give them so much extra
Oh wait,
damage. Tier 1
they are
turret
6
down
grubs.
in the
Okay,
mid
this is
lane.
a big rift
FlyQuest
then.
gonna build that gold lead up
That
a
means you
little
get more of
bit
the
further.
void
Does cost
bullshit.
them, the remnants of the bottom tower. That bottom tower is going down anyway, but it does go into the hands of JoJo, and this is worrisome because the
FlyQuest
Corki,
give
again,
Dragon and
remember
just
how
scale?
well
I don't think they have
Corki
to.
and Zeri
They are
scale?
on
That is a
some
Trinity
spikes.
Force done off of that outer tower gold that JoJo got solo.
Yeah, and I don't think this is actually all that good for FlyQuest now, because I was saying they need to use their power to force fight. So what I'm expecting them to see is to actually match into that bottom turret, ignore the Herald for a little bit, force them out.
Nobody
because
gives a
Brand
shit about
has
this
just been
dragon.
able to continue to farm without this flash being available. If you're not going to punish the summoner spell advantages you get, then you may as well not have had the advantage in the first place. So
Should no
whilst they're
blade?
trading even, I do feel like this
What if
favors
he
Cloud9
tees?
again. I feel like FlyQuest, they really need to
Guys,
push the
keeping
pace of
bot.
the game.
We're going to fight this for sure. FlyQuest are teleporting
They
in.
have to.
They are definitely going to
Alright,
fight.
it's 5 subs versus 5 sub.
Don't
Nila's
don't
2
do the
items.
body.
This
What
is
happens
this
if
is
JoJo
it.
teleports
If they lose, they don't.
Just give it.
I mean,
Oh,
if they lose this,
they
they're never gonna
are
win.
Staying.
Nila level
I like
11
the
with 2 items.
spiciness
It is.
here.
You gotta fight.
Wards in the river, control ward. They're sitting
I'm
on it here. Vulcan hoping
kinda
they
waiting
would
for
get a
Inspired
little
to
opening
solo
with a
lose
little
the
bit
game
of a
here.
face check,
I-
but nobody from FlyQuest actually
wanna see
gives
how he
them
does
that.
it.
Now it becomes
What
a
does
little bit more
Inspired cook
dicey
up
for-
here
for
to lose
Cloud9.
the game?
Yeah, I just don't fight this if I'm seeing enough. You have a teleport, go to the top lane. Like, who cares? Just
Beat.
keep scaling.
Well,
Okay.
we'll see here in a moment. That moment of truth is closing in pretty quickly.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Ornhorn
That
is
right
summoned.
there.
Thanatos knocks a couple
That
out
I
up into
literally
the air.
called that,
Lucio
by the way.
barely getting away back
Brain-
with the
that
ball.
is why
Lucio
Brain is
also
good
has
against
to
Rakan.
scatter.
Because
C9
it
might
takes
go to
the
sleep,
ult
but
to
it's
his
just
entire
gonna
comp.
be a cat nap. They're feeling fine. They wake right back up and head back over
Oh,
to the Drake.
GG.
Nobody from FlyQuest is willing to fight anymore after that one. They're just lucky to get out alive.
I want to examine the call from Cloud9 because because there was a double stacked wave that Quad was crashing on bottom turret. So they know we have a couple of seconds here where Quad is at the turret.
And now there are no sums on their AD.
Now, then we've got the numbers advantage on FlyQuest, and they've
They're
got
such
the
donkeys costing you
massive
your
engage with the
reputation.
Ornn,
I mean, to be
coming
fair,
through, so
they were probably
nicely
watching
done.
stream,
The
heard
little
me
timing window called
predict
by
them to win,
Cloud9 here.
it packed and ran it down.
I love the positivity because you're saying I want to hear how Cloud9 is decisive.
That was all for a ward, by the way.
Doing, retaking Banana Rush when your bottom lane is pushing for free. They have to use every single summoner spell.
Like,
they
just
lose
for
the
a
fight
ward.
again that I think they should win
You did
because
that.
his brand is still flashless. I think the FlyQuest just do not look like they're on the same page.
So Rakan should go auto that, right? Yeah, you trolled, bro. Rakan goes and autos that. He can eat that. Gotta be a little bit careful.
They wanted to be able to use this Nila on the offensive when he had barrier,
His
when he had
brand can
flash
ult him.
to go with a huge combo engage. But because they were split, as you're saying, not on the same page, Cloud9 take advantage. They get Dragon number 2. They keep their stacking going.
Speaking of number 2, the second item fully completed now for Masu. Only champion in the game to have that done here with the Bloodthirster plus Navori. The Nila is very strong if they can ever have a fight the way they want it, but they're just not making it happen.
All turrets.
And I will say I really like the Flicker Blade rework. On a completely random note.
It's very fun to use.
It's so fun.
It's very fun to use, reducing your cooldown so effectively there. It does make you very squishy, so it's kind of
melee AD carries clearing wards. Yeah, that matters.
Frontline champions, even though the volley bear is quite hilarious to watch, but very good on a lot of these DPS champs.
I just feel like the old Navori was like OP on the champions that could use it and completely useless on everyone else, and now Flicker Blades can just be fun on everything, like infinite hawk shots on Ash. Like, it's just,
okay,
it's a cool
so let's recollect ourselves. What are we playing for now?
Shout out to Freak, I guess.
We're playing for our flash feedback up on Nila.
Everything about the design of League of Legends or balance
That's it.
to Freak.
Well, if that's the case, he's got a lot of elves in his column at the moment with the rest of the
And
elves.
isn't that just bad, though?
The
Because
Flicker
they're
Blade
just
won't fly
scaling
We
for
like
free and
Navori.
you are outranked.
A good item. All right, C9, they're
So
still
you're
down
banking
about
on a
2,000 gold.
fight
They
where
are
Nautilus
up to 2
presses
Drakes.
are on
3
Zeri
minutes
or
still
Corki.
until that next
And
Drake
Braum,
spawns.
for
Baron's
some
only a minute
reason,
away,
just
but
doesn't
I
stand
don't
in front of
think
it
either team
and
is really
shield.
going to put themselves in a spot where the other could easily rush it at this point. Things are going still pretty slow overall. Only 6 kills on the board.
Well, honestly, I think Cloud9 are kind of happy with this pace and the way that the early game went. And it's weird saying that even though you're looking at the scoreboard and you're thinking 2,000 gold for FlyQuest.
I mean, it's
nice
useless
advantage
gold,
for them,
bro.
but wait a second. He's just waiting around watching.
Do
here
something,
as
Inspired!
Thanatos will be able to finish up his push.
Do anything!
Got a sentry ward there. Weird to see the Zeri spending time doing it, but honestly, Berserker should be able to get back mid and pick up all those minions before it gets to the tower.
Make a play,
Still
bro.
gets to eat up.
Yep. Easy peasy. Zeri is so safe around terrain.
Dude,
the ability
it's gonna
to
be
just skate
literally
back
the
over
same
wall,
as last
not have
game.
to worry about any
Give
sort of
Zeri,
punish.
give Corki,
As
do
the
nothing,
Red Herald
lose. That's
is
literally what it
finally
is.
Summoned up here in the top side.
At
This
least
is not
last
the
game they
ideal
had
summoning
chances, they just
pool.
suck.
Likely to get any value out of that.
Bro, I'm pulling my hair out to win, motherfucker.
The eyeball. That's progress from game number 1. The Herald not going to see a
Sometimes
whole
Shelly
lot.
just pops out too, you know, when the timer's up.
She
Nice, another
shows up.
epic
All
Rift
right,
Herald.
well, she showed
Fired.
up. She had her 15 minutes of not fame, and she died in top lane. An unremarkable game from Shelly.
Okay,
Never
here we go,
mind.
fight.
All right, Quad immediately opening up with the calling as Thanatos makes his way into the
See,
fight. But
maybe
now
they
he's
can
getting
get
a
first
lot of
move.
bullets from Quad. Thanatos wants to get the Ornhorn here for the part 2. Quad's
Big close
trying
for
to
Connie.
stand and fight him,
Got it. They
but
made it.
he's
Nice.
not gonna drop just yet.
Okay, they had
Quad
first
is
move. They
reinforced
had
by
first
the rest
move.
of the team, and Masu's grabbing the kill.
I've seen enough. Hit Baron. This game is going very downhill quickly. That was nearly a 2v4 that C9 nearly traded 1-for-1. I feel like FlyQuest need to get a motor on in this game because they are getting rapidly outscaled.
All right, I guess they're looking towards 50 seconds at
Denos
the
was
Dragon,
cooking.
and so
They
are
just
resetting
barely made it
now
there in time.
After that kill, that was a flash blown from Thanatos for a
Or,
flash from Quad.
stop.
So although the assassin tank Ornn did not actually assassinate the Lucian there, getting that flash off of quad might be very beneficial for this dragon fight that's about to come up.
Yeah, I definitely think it will be. And just juxtapose game 1 to game 2. This
Actually,
time,
good knockup.
FlyQuest
It stops him
is
from
rotate,
combo.
so I'm
He
expecting
played
him
that
to get
really
at
well.
least 2
But
kills here and be able to have pressure on the map. However,
he actually
G9
stopped him
bail
from
out of it.
comboing
They
the
give up
Corki, but
one
maybe it's
kill,
better
get
that he
the flash
didn't.
off
He
the
might have
mid
died
laner,
for it.
And now, because they're so healthy in the other roles, they secure the fact that FlyQuest can't push for more. It's just about cutting your losses, making sure
No
that
emotion.
you're not
Guy's
overextending
cold or
to
what?
save already dead members.
5 seconds till that Drake spawns. If C9 gets it, it will be soul point for them.
Top.
Worth noting
There's
as well,
B.
Whippo is about to hit a pretty big power spike. As soon as he evolves the Winter's approach into the Fimble Winter, he needs to get 6 more procs on the item in order to secure the evolution.
What is
but
this?
FlyQuest
Guys, are
is
we
going
desperate?
for the sneak play instead. They want to start up the Baron and see if C9 detects it. Yes, they will. Ward of the wall.
Ornn has
but
no
FlyQuest
ult.
has to back up.
It's pretty hard to do that play like just straight up because you have a lot of
Forces.
All right.
I saw
Drake
that. I mean, there was an
doesn't
angle.
hit.
Okay,
Vulcan's still
quad
here
did some
on the front
damage.
line, throws up the
Okay.
Unbreakable. If FlyQuest would have connected there on the
They're
Q
split.
from
They gotta
Whippo,
be
I think they would have
careful.
had a pretty
Ornn can engage
explosive
here.
Engage, but since nothing lands, nothing happens. C9 back to their defensive positioning as Inspired will look to solo
Nice, he
the
got that
Drake
ward clear.
for
That's big.
FlyQuest, while the other 4 players just keep their eyes on
That
Cloud9,
ward clear
keep
is
them
actually
locked here in
big
the
for
mid lane.
quad.
Just watch how they try and contest this wave, though, because Brand...
Because you really don't want to waste another ward in that bush.
Because of the bounce that can happen.
And regardless,
See,
you don't have a
FlyQuest just
ping.
have to give up the wave completely.
So
They are
if
gonna
we get a
themselves
ward in that
dragon.
bush, we don't
I
gotta
don't
face
think
check.
Cloud9 care at all, by the way. They're just so content scaling in this game.
And they move over. They will at least clear out this vision on Baron. FlyQuest, though. All right, they put a stop to the dragon stacking here from Cloud9 at the very least. Some more time for this Zeri, for this Corki, though, to continue scaling on up. Muramana has already transformed, so the poke from Corki
If you
is
think
very
about it, though,
real.
But what I will say is that the damage of Neela doesn't actually get outscaled. She does so much
She
damage
does.
in
It's
the later
broken.
stages
It doesn't
of
make
the
any
game.
sense. You
While
play
playing
against her, she's
carry,
healing
right?
so much, she's
And
doing
against
so much
two
damage.
highly mobile threats that
And
are
it's
playing
fast,
potentially
too.
a QSS
It's
coming across,
fast.
I
So,
do feel like that the fight doesn't get easier for FlyQuest to execute.
Yeah, that's a good
If,
point because the key is
there's
the
a whole bunch of
range there
ifs.
is that Masu
If
does have to follow up
we get
on the
Nautilus
flash
ult
engagements
on
from the rest of
Zeri,
the members. That's
whatever,
why I like this Zhonya's from Inspired.
Corki,
You know, he's gonna have to be
Rakan,
flashing in there
flash,
as well to
ult
fall
flash,
through sleeps
right?
on the Rakan and on the Nautilus.
W.
And then
Like,
another
there
difficult
is a
thing for
world
Neela is that
where
when you
they
are
can just
going
do
in
damage
short
past
range
Braum.
versus a Brand,
You don't gotta worry about
you
Braum.
also expose yourself
You just
to
go
a lot
through
of
him because
this
he can't
flash magic
actually
damage, which you don't
proc a
actually
stunner
get
her
to
because of
avoid
her dodge.
with,
So he
your
can
big
only
dodge
ult
and
her off.
shield, which poses a lot of problems for most
There is
other
a
carries trying
world.
to kill you. So we'll see how well FlyQuest can actually navigate their big team fight, because I don't think they're going to get a lot of chances at their big team fight. It puts a lot of pressure on the first big mid-game one that you go
I know
for.
Braum's the problem. Nautilus or Ornn takes too long to CC. His ult, his whatever has a cat, it's too long. Brand has to have EQ, WQ, EQ only.
Yeah, Jojo steps up, but
Look,
immediately backs
Whippo
right
face
away.
checked that
Whippo
bush.
now
What are
going
we
to
doing?
firepower of the entirety of C9. He barely gets out. Horn used, knocks him up into the air, and Blabber's got the kill. 1-0 C9 so far as FlyQuest heads back to the safety of their turrets, and C9 are about to wipe those turrets off the map.
Those plays from Jojo are why I love him.
Yep.
He is so confident to bait you. He baited the whole rest of the team of FlyQuest. That's why Whippo went in from the other side.
Blabber flashed in.
They're trying to go for it.
Okay, this is it!
The engage, beautiful shot.
That is what I'm talking about. That right there, it's too fast. That there is now their flashes are down, but there's hope. That is what I'm talking about.
Hold on to their tier 2 turret.
Rakan did not have W for that either. He just had flash ult.
Explosives team, but you can see that FlyQuest actually catch it well. Maybe this is why they were more reserved in game number 1. In their
That can
squad.
happen.
In saying that, Blabber does trade his flash.
Neither does so much damage.
On the side of FlyQuest, so it is just going to be a 1-for-1 trade, but big shutdown going over to Masu. Now he picks up his Infinity Edge. Can do a
You're
lot of
coping
damage
though,
if
bro?
he
A
gets
little
to these
bit, but
fights.
it's true.
Here's another look at it.
Right, so
Jojo
we
baited
tried
the
to
whole rest
flank
of the
on
team,
no
and
vision.
Braum ultimate made sure. Wow, look at that delay. The Braum ultimate made sure that everyone who got baited over to the other side could.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Inspired. Go for it, Inspired!
A little bit bit here. Inspired at about half HP. Vulcan going to jump back over the wall.
Bro!
Jojo protects.
You are a
taking the opportunity,
pussy!
recognizing the damage on Jojo. They're going to start up the Baron, but they have to back away because now Quad is under pressure. Jojo's going to recall, but then he can join the fight with the Unleashed Teleport.
What are we doing?
Berserker continuing to posture aggressively as C9 wants to get the wave shoved out. Now they're recognizing, hey, enemy mid laner is hurt, but Quad doesn't have a TP to go back and heal and immediately rejoin.
Yeah, I would.
2-0 FlyQuest, Thanatos teleporting immediately to end it.
FlyQuest thought they had their fight.
Bullshit! It starts working again as soon as this game's over. Suck my dick. Bullshit. Bullshit.
2-0 this series. They will claim the second spot and they will
bullshit.
a bye in the summer playoffs.
Wow, what an impressive fight from C9. Berserker and Jojo
Not a lie.
Crazy in that one.
I am so tilted. Not gonna lie.
Here. And then another difficult.
Hey, I have no idea. I'm just gonna fast forward where I missed.
So what
I'm so pissed off that
goes
it's
everywhere.
happening.
You can see the mid lane contest happening again. Whippo caught.
Whippo
team.
There wasn't a flash expended to try and
to go out. Now they're Berserker rejoin.
by C9.
One of they have another blue orb.
Okay,
Quad has
trouble.
Yeah, Jojo flies in for a little bit of damage onto Inspired, but now it's Whippo, who's again got to try to get away. He's too tanky for Cloud9 to overcommit to. Inspired is going to continue hopping back out of the jungle, but C9 with control over the top side river. Now they have to retreat and regroup.
Yeah, Quad went for red buff. Cloud9 tried to jump on them when Quad actually went down to the other side of the map to go grab red buff for the turn.
So what I will say about the new global red buffs is sometimes it can really.
What happened? My internet went out. 20 minutes.
Up into the air, but immediately the counter engage comes out from FlyQuest. Cloud9's gonna get caught in a wall, but nobody's killed off just yet. Blabber with Thanatos getting themselves away. The firepower from C9 brings FlyQuest health bars low, but nobody on either side has died. Off angle here. Civet one.
Braum Brown. You can see
now no burying
Shrieky.
But Scuttle also has showing is going to put pressure.
But the new Busio, that new
Crab has no 1,500 marches.
Age bang and
two. Drop, so you
I mean, they were actually stalling for me. Like, nothing is honest to God happening here. They're literally waiting for me to come back.
This could be a big clutch purchase for him. Cloud9's going to need to be aware of that one as Blabber wants to step up, try to see if he can maybe go for a... Cloud9's going to need to be aware of that one as Blabber wants to step up, try to see if he can maybe go for a steal, but it ain't going to work. Engage from Whippo, and Blabber has to zone. He's just trying to stay alive. Immediately the rest of Cloud9 trying to back up their jungler. He gets off his spells before he dies, and Whippo's going to try to get back away. Now FlyQuest going back in as Jojo gets ulted by the Lilia. He's going to try to escape now as he's thrown up into the air by the grand entrance from Busio. Jojo about to die to the Eve, and there he goes. Quad takes the kill. Falcons on the run, but the blooming blows beat him down.
And they won the team fight.
Back at these guys, but he's only a single man. He takes out two. Blabber.
And for myself, whole job.
Whippo. Get their other guys back.
They got Baron.
Whippo get game to.
Knows when it's.
Want to try to get as much value out of this Baron.
I mean, it's actually a good game.
And let's see how aggressive they play. We've been talking about the summoner spells all game. Ever see that
Quad also, they've got him pushing the other lanes.
World is red dots on the map.
I
mean, it's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Internet going out is unacceptable, by the way. It's a beautiful day outside. There's nothing going on. I don't know how these companies aren't just sued out of their mind.
Of minions, you know, there's no penalty for jungler.
It's just cleared so easily without
the Baron. Honestly, FlyQuest not going to get a ton with it. Cloud9's defense largely successful. FlyQuest, they don't even to really try to.
He's level 17, so the
yeah.
Hey, so what'd they get off Baron? Nothing?
You have
it's Brand and Lilia, right? Again, all menu.
to make it to Worlds. It's a huge advantage.
Who's your provider?
By the way, I got a week off for the first time.
Can't say.
I
Team
Can't say.
falls super far, but man, the difference.
One says, I will say this is just a regular season game. I hate to lose these games.
I feel like it's huge for control over the mid lane here. Baron is going control over the. This is the air.
They sponsor LCS? I can't say.
Oh no. Here we go. Full flank. Okay. Four-way flank. Whippo and Busio coming around. Cloud9 might have got caught. Immediate engage coming through from FlyQuest.
This is a goofy fight.
Forces Berserker out of the fight. Whippo still taking up in the middle of everybody, but the resurrection has to come
What is
through.
this
as Matsu
fight? What are we doing?
got caught. Immediate engage.
Where's Inspired
Coming
running?
through from FlyQuest as the culling forces Berserker out of the fight.
Dude, Inspired is so bad!
Immediate engage coming through from FlyQuest as the culling.
Like, dude, this is a terrible. Okay, sorry, I was like, Inspired's going for a walk.
Engage coming through from FlyQuest as the
Whatever.
culling around. Cloud9 might have got caught. Here we go. Full flank. Okay. Four-way flank.
Okay, Masu kind of wasted his stun. Goes in. Brain has Hourglass. You know this.
Engage coming through from FlyQuest.
Goes in on the sleep. Gets 3. Is one shot. Do we not go on Corky?
Coming through from FlyQuest.
Like, doesn't Corky just die? Now? Doesn't he just die?
Whipple still taking up in the middle of everybody, but the resurrection has to come through as Matsu's going to bring it back. Berserker outfights it. Quad going back in.
Dude, this game's so winnable.
Boostio's about to drop. Matsu's going to be cold next as Quad is the only one left.
This is disgusting.
Cloud9 is not trapped in here with them.
Corky literally free-fired the entire fight, by the way.
Whippo and Busio.
Okay, we ult Brand. Okay, who has Hourglass.
Full flank. Okay. Four-way flank. Whippo and Busio.
Like, Corky's right there, man.
Cloud9 might have got caught.
Dude, look where Corky is standing at. What is going on?
Immediate engage coming through from FlyQuest as the culling forces Berserker out of the fight.
Like, you know what? Inspired, whatever, because Zerk's out of the fight at least.
Taking up in the middle of everybody, but the resurrection has to come through as Matsu's going to bring it back. Berserker out fight.
And now we blew our entire combo on Zeri Hill. Here, didn't even kill, to be honest. Imagine if he was like blew that on like I don't know, Corky on the left side. Trolled. I give the I'm too tilted. I'm too tilted.
It was really fun. And we will be back with Dig IMT on the other side of the break.
Bye.
So not only did I not get to watch that game or that fight, right? But they also lost.